make it right. The last time you will hear. The last time you will hear. The last time you will hear. Feeling good, 'cause you're the talk of the town. You hate a look, but you love our sound. Ain't it nice to hear the sound of your head hit the ground? I got your number, you got mine too. I'm running out across the street so I can get at you. I'm on my way to feeling free. On my way to feeling free. Got a hold of my mind and it's destroying me. On my way to feeling. Ain't it nice to hear the sound of your heart beating out? You burned your chances in the heat of it all. It took you way too long to go from dust to dust. On my way to feeling free. On my way to feeling free. Got a hold in my mind and it's destroying me. On my way to feeling.
You guys are greetings.
Oh my gosh,
Welcome
it
to
worked.
Meet Me at the Table.
First time.
Oh, yeah, first time for everything. Thank you for joining Meet Me at the Table. My name is Bairnt,
This is Colin.
and we are
Hit and Miss.
We're here for a special occasion tonight,
Dude,
aren't we?
this is fun.
This is
This
kinda
is fun.
cool.
We don't do this normally. This is weird.
This is the first time you've done
I
it.
love our background.
You love our
That is
background?
really cool. I feel like I'm now. I want to do space games. Let me just get rid of this whole
You know where
list
you
of the
are,
space-
don't you?
No, where am I? Is this
Where?
alien?
I don't know. Maybe the chat can tell us where we are
If
today.
it's alien, no wonder I don't know.
I don't see how you can't. Come on, this is amazing.
How do I not know? Now I'm feeling pathetic that I don't know.
No, you don't know this.
Oh, I
is.
don't know.
You
Okay.
don't.
Whew.
Don't worry.
All right,
Don't
I'm
feel
all right.
so
I'm
bad. Don't feel so bad. I'll let the chat tell you where it is. We got a lot of people here. My wife is here. Brent is here. Welcome, Brent. Someday I'll get my chat working next year. That's my New Year's
There we go.
resolution.
Just keep
Thanks
dude,
for the
it's January 2nd. You haven't done it.
Yep. Better than hearing them make water. This is true.
Tim, yes, I agree. I don't know what he's talking about,
Tim,
but yes.
my wife said you're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
water.
Oh, yeah.
My wife
Better
gave
than-
everybody thank Kim is here. Thank you, Kim, for
Hey,
joining.
Kim.
Kim is awesome. Thanks you. It's good to have you here. If I can click on the
Broccoli
name.
is here. Morgan
There we go.
Knight's
We got
here.
Morgan Knight
Michael's
made
first
it.
time.
Michael's
Hey,
first time.
Michael.
Michael might be my first live stream.
Woo, woo, woo. Thanks for
Love it.
joining.
I should see now if I was like as awesome as Steve, I'd have
do
some
like a-
button and like I can make something cool happen.
Wait,
but
buddy. Whoa, Michael.
Oh!
Yes, thanks for joining. See, there
that's
you
the
go.
best you get. It's good to have you here.
High tech, high tech.
That's as high tech as we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Steve,
is here
hey,
as well.
Steve.
Yeah, more lists. That's right. We got special lists tonight for sure.
They are rare on
Colin
YouTube,
is
as
here.
Lance
This
says.
is
No,
true.
they're not.
They're super rare on YouTube.
Yeah.
Colin is here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to see Colin. That's great. Not
Robin, there may have been 1 or 3
Don't
more
worry about
boxes
it.
that showed up.
Why do you talk like this? My wife guessed Lost in Space. She apparently does not know me well enough.
No.
It's a Space Odyssey. Okay, again, we have a failure. That's too
Dan
bad.
just said, I love when you guys are surprised when it works.
Yes, that's great. Location, the bottom of the sub pump.
Hey, it looks like I'm not the only one that doesn't know.
I love you guys. You are surprised when it works. So that, yes, that's
exactly it.
Every time.
You know what?
I never know what that button's going to do to me. Steve, good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. I'll let the chat keep continuing to guess where we are right now, but while we get going here.
We're very yellow.
Nice background, though. We are yellow. Well, maybe when we change some of the backgrounds, we won't be as yellow.
Oh,
you know what? I know what it is. I got a button.
You forgot to change.
I forgot to hit the other buttons.
I am yellow.
Watch this. Here, ready?
Let's see. Do I change?
Let's see here. We got other buttons here.
Oh, other buttons.
Here's a button. No, blue. How about that one?
Holy moly!
There we go. That's a little bit better.
All right. Yes, well, hello out there. You can see? I'm just kidding.
Did I win? What's happening? Nope, no winning today. Just lots
ISS.
of fun.
Someone said ISS.
ISS. That's
Like
a
Vanguard?
good guess. Good guess. Quizlocks. Nope, there's not.
Looks like you are in the
satellite of love. Nope, I'm sorry. We're not a Mystery
gosh.
Science Theater 3000.
The blue is good too.
You have the green screen glow. We do. Well, that's what happens. Holy flying into the sun. That's right. We're flying into the sun. That's because of the lights. Okay.
Glowing. No one knows. That makes me feel a lot better.
Kind of disappointed in half my chat.
Oh my. Only half though. Half of you are okay. The other half though, he's disappointed.
We're going to do our top 10 list. So we also asked for a lot of help from the community as well to give us some great, what do you call it? Great.
My wife just said, hello, sorry for more boxes.
Here comes more boxes.
3 more.
We're I'd like to say the aliens, but it's too bright.
Yeah, it's got to be darker with blood everywhere.
No, it doesn't. But he's getting closer.
Okay.
All right. We're doing a top 10 list of our top 10 games of 2023. But like I said, we also asked the community to give us some ideas, and I put them in 2 different places. One of them, I put them in our Patreon. So we grabbed 5 different ideas from the Patreon supporters, and we also took 5 from the community poll, or community tab that I use in the channel. So we got a grouping from a whole bunch of different people. We might not be able to use everybody's, of course, because we had so many.
We had a ton, 50 some of them,
so
man.
Good.
So many options.
There were so many great ones. It was absolutely unbelievable.
We just had to pick ones that we felt like we could give good answers to.
Steve wins.
The Nostromo.
It's the Nostromo.
What is the Nostromo?
It's the ship from Alien, the original Alien.
Oh, no wonder I don't know.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Death Note T-shirt on full display. Show the other. I don't know what. Oh, you don't. Yeah, your shirt. They want to see your shirt. I don't know.
Shirt. It's just.
You never have fun shirts.
Shenandoah National Park. That's not fun.
your shirts are great.
Oh my gosh.
I might need a new co-host.
Yeah, my goodness. We just like different things. I like
Sorry
hiking.
if I confused you. It wasn't aliens. It was actually Alien.
Alien.
Oh,
But you said it wasn't Alien. See, you totally
I kind of threw
up.
some people away. Okay, what do you make me do? Hit the button that says money? I can
Great
press the
park,
money
Lance. I agree. We had a great time when we were there.
I live near Shenandoah Park.
Really?
Well, 2 hours
awesome.
away.
Okay, well, that's still pretty good. It's way closer than we are. We're in Minnesota, so we're about 15 hours away. It was a long drive.
So far. No idea where it is.
Yeah. On the East Coast.
Great.
Just on the east side of the United States. Colin's shirt is see-through. Yes, it is. That's why I usually have it roll. Yeah, because otherwise, oh my gosh, what's in my body? I will roll that up again.
There you go. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, let's get to it. Wait, my name isn't.
Wait, my name isn't Steve.
Oh, did I guess did I put the wrong people?
Well, Steve said Nostromo.
Steve said Ahsoka's ship.
Fire Drake, you said Ahsoka ship, which is wrong, right? It's
Correct.
Nostromo.
It was the Nostromo. Maybe you set it up here and I missed it.
Yeah, maybe you missed it. I mean,
Good to see you too, Drunken Serval. We missed him.
We've got our list.
Missed it. That's
We've got our list. If we're gonna go through all this, we gotta get started.
Okay, we gotta get started. Okay.
All right.
Good to see you all, Michael. Awesome to have you here. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
All right. I mean, a semi-co-op.
Bairnt just made the stream semi-co-op with that bird.
That's
Everything is semi-co-op with Bairnt.
The Frozen Gamer's here. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Are you happy to finally have some snow here in Minnesota? Yes.
I mean, just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit. That's good.
Know.
Keeps us going. Okay. We are going to start with, let's see if I can find it.
Do you actually have it set up?
I have, I think, some of it set up. So we're going to start with, this is going to be a mission from This is going to be a technological miracle if this all works, okay? Are you ready for that?
I cannot wait for all these to be wrong. All right, who's going first?
I'm going first, or it's going to be all screwed up.
All right, you go first. You go first.
So number 10 for the game I enjoyed the most this year is
Now they had to be released.
Yes.
Okay.
Moon.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on the moon.
I know.
Ooh, you should just put the moon behind us. Actually,
should've.
look, the moon. It's the moon. The moon.
And you can actually read the word moon through him.
Gosh.
That's,
Moon.
now you sound like a cow.
What am I doing? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't unsubscribe, please. Yeah, we're normally a little bit more normal.
This is a good idea. We should wear a tie next year
I should
for
wear
this.
a tie for this.
We
Should I wear a tie?
We should wear ties for next year. Make it like a prestigious event.
professional.
Yeah, we can look professional for the first time ever in the history of
way.
No, actually, you look professional quite a bit.
No, I don't.
I wear pajamas the whole time.
Are we actually going to play Moon on a Sunday ever? No. Oh, yes.
Sunday.
Brent, we've tried you so many times.
Tuxedo events. I don't think about that.
We can make them all come in it too.
That's right.
And send you pictures.
There you go. They could polo pictures or send pictures. So anyway, Moon is a card drafting game where you have you're trying to beat your opponents. It's a pick and pass game with and every character actually has a card in their hand that actually is a bonus card that goes along with and they can play it along with a card that they're going to draft. And when they draft it, they put it into their tableau, and it's either going to give them tags to allow them to play other cards, or it's going to give them resources that they can use to help play other cards. And there's 4 different types of cards. There's like end game scoring cards, there's in the automatic scoring cards, and then there's different resource gathering cards, and there's flag cards. So, and whoever has the most flags at the end of the turn gets some points. So I like it because it's one of those games that gives you so many different ways of scoring that you can't just really go after one thing and somebody else does the same thing and it kind of ruins it. A lot of pivoting can happen, and you can go in different directions all the time. So I've always enjoyed these. This is from Sinister Fish Games. They make fantastic games. They make Villagers, they've made Streets, and now they've made Moon. All of them are the same type of theme, where it's like a tableau building type thing, but in a different way. For Villagers was a river drafting game.
Yep. So as you picked more things to pop out.
They come on the river, and the other one was a tile drafting game. So it was like, and then you had to lay them down and make streets and things for people to go on. So it's really cool how they take this same tableau building, point gaining stream and what? I just realized Bairnt's email is meet me at the table.
Meet at the table?
Yes, because of the M-E-A-T.
Yes. Meet the table. Meet the table.
Bill, awesome to see you.
Thanks, Bill. And yes, the energy is very high, but isn't it always high on the stream? You're going to kind of have to deal with it. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So that's my number 10.
We have tried to play this multiple Sundays because we have a game.
And they always veto me.
And we always veto.
Because they never trust me.
No, he has yet to teach a game to us on a Sunday night. So that is our next one we're doing.
Next time I'll bring
hopefully
a slab
this
of
Sunday.
meat.
Yeah. Could you?
That'd be amazing.
Oh my
Just
gosh, like a filet mignon or something?
I was thinking like leg of...
Oh, you bring a leg of lamb or something?
No, I don't like lamb. I don't have money. Okay, let's go to your number 10.
Okay, dude, that's a great one.
Ready?
That's a great one. All right, so my number 10 is Apiary. So I really enjoyed this from Stonemaier Games. It's a 1 to 5 player game. I love it because it is... actually, the designer, Stonemaier, whatever his name is, Jamie, talks about how it has positive player interaction. And I like that idea of a competitive game with positive player interaction.
That's great.
What that means is that I can bump your workers off to be able to do actions so you can't block me in those spots. But when I do that, you then get to upgrade your worker for free. And so your workers are these little bees, and they go from level 1 to level 4. When they're at level 4, they do extra cool actions, but then they hibernate and you'll lose them. So it's this fun. You have to keep trying to collect workers while also trying to do actions, and you're filling out your little board with tiles. And I always love doing the tile lane. And the solo is super good and super quick. So I really enjoy Apiary. That's why it's my number 10.
Love it.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're going to go into one of our community-driven asked thingamabobs. Elaine is here. Nice to see you. I was working on words, and I saw Elaine pop in, so I thought I should say hi. Hey, here,
this is a community thingamabob.
Nova Aetius. Oh, she's gonna make me say this here. Nova Aetius.
Yes,
Bairnt,
Nova
do the pleasure of saying that. Oh yeah, I fail at this.
Do me the pleasure of saying it. You just tried to say it. There you go, Elaine.
It keeps locking on me. Oh no, it's no good. Let's just make sure it's not on our end over here.
Is it on our end? Hello, Nefarious.
Nope, I am
You're excellent.
Nefarious, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining Nefarious. Okay, so do you have them in the right order? Or do you have them
I do have them in the right order. So there were some honorable mentions. We did have, we had best game that you can get wet before you start playing it. we had best game that Bairnt can't pronounce.
Oh, well, we found one right there.
We had best game that Bairnt doesn't know the rules to.
Isn't that every game?
That's every game.
Okay, all right.
What was the last one? Oh, we also had best components that you can throw on the floor and forget about them, so you don't have to worry about them. Those were some of our.
So they have so many extra components when you drop them, you can just leave them.
And for those of you that have kept up with all the things that Hitman's ever done, those have happened to all of us. We have managed to dump water all over the Oathsworn topics. Yes, most of those were Dan's. Most of those were Dan's.
Yes, and Dan just said words are hard, grammar is more difficult.
They're difficulter. This is true. Oh my gosh. So I would like to, I think it was Dan and Bierman gave us most of those honorable mentions.
Those are amazing.
Those were so good. Oh my gosh, I laughed hysterically. But the real ones that came in, those were not real. Those were real. Those were super fun, and I loved them. But we didn't really have a cat. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
10,
so number 10, just stop saying thingamajig. Actually, I say that all the time.
Oh, thingamajiggers.
We had our second chance game. So someone recommended, what is a game that you played first, you went, oh, that thing's terrible, I'm not going to play it. And you sold it, or you stopped playing it. Then you decided to give it another chance, you ended up really enjoying it. Yeah. So second chance game. So who's going first on that?
Do you want to go? Give one.
So do you not have thingamajiggies for these ones?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't know what yours were.
I've got two quick ones for this.
Okay,
so I got Arkham Horror LCG. Played that one. When I got to the Forgotten Age, I rage quit it with Brent, actually, who's on this stream right now. We were playing it, and I was like, no, this is gone. I'm not playing it. Well, then 2 more cycles came through, and I went back to it, and I played it solo a bunch. So really, it was Brent's fault that I didn't like it. So we all can blame Brent, but ended up loving it. The other one was Spirit Island. That was actually more for my wife. So I played Spirit Island with my wife,
I remember this.
And I had her record, and she recorded with me until like 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. And she literally would fall asleep at the table and be like, Monica, it's your turn. You got to wake up. And she'd be like, I'm going to do this thing. And then she'd fall back asleep. So anyway, she hated the game. And she's like, no reason to want to play it. But then I finally convinced her to try it, actually, because of Brent. So I got to say thank you, Brent. And we played it, and she ended up loving it. She's one of her favorite games now, Spirit Island. So those are mine. Those are my second chance.
That's pretty
games.
good.
What are yours?
I have, my wife and I played Final Girl for the first time. This is one that she wanted me to put on the list because we had a really good, we had a horrible experience playing the very first box.
Yeah, I actually thought you were going to get rid of it because you said I wasn't even interested. You weren't even interested.
Really that great.
Yeah.
But then we got the Final Girl 2 season because we got it all. I played the Alien one. I thought that was really cool. And we jumped back into it during Halloween just to give it a shot. And all the ones we played afterwards, we really enjoyed. So I'm glad we came back to that one. Other one was Lord of the Rings Living Card Game.
Oh, yes.
I played a little bit of this one.
Yeah.
And I remember messaging you and stuff from Florida because I brought it with me. And I was like, this game
How do you
stinks.
take care of these
I can't
trolls?
win these
What do you
games
do?
ever. This game's stupid. And then I went to Lord of the Rings and I was like, oh, this game is awesome.
Yeah.
This is so much fun to play. And then Paleo. And that's just because I got the rules wrong. Well, we were over.
Does that happen?
We were overfeeding our population and we weren't able to survive because our people wanted double the food.
They were extra hungry.
They were extra hungry. And that's how we thought the game went. And so those were a couple of mine.
I will say any of the LCGs, you will find that if you play it just sparingly, it is a lot harder to enjoy it than if you play it a lot, because those LCGs, you get so many cards, so many options, and the scenarios assume that you are growing with it. And so a lot of times, if you just jump in, you can feel overwhelmed with cards to choose and with just all the different, you went up against those trolls and you're like, how do I even deal with it? Well, yeah, it's because
we only had the first cycle. We weren't going to do too much with it.
Exactly. So anyways, just an interesting point.
I'm working on the spell details on a custom build as I listen to this.
Nice.
And
That's awesome.
then we got, we're making fun of my tongue.
You know what's gooder? Spelling words.
Spelling words.
No more second chances games.
That's right.
Steve
almost rage quit the stream. Funny you should say that about Spirit Island, Colin, because you were the one that got me to give it another try too.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it so much, and it would make me sad that this guy is another one that I want to have.
Well, no, I have no problem with it. I'm 100% in that game.
Going to have to catch this on playback.
I'm sorry. It keeps freezing. That's too bad.
I knew that was where you were going to go with that. That was the cup's fault. That's true. We were drawing, and it was just brutal. Bairnt made us overfeed everyone.
We overfeed other people.
Final Girl is so variable depending on setup. I love it, but also hate it. Yep. We couldn't figure out why we kept losing. Yeah. Okay. I love when
You find it's your fault to hate a game because you played something wrong. That's exactly right. Play those hard enough on intensity.
You played on insanity mode.
I did.
It's Power Creep and LCGs. Also, I have to admit, enjoying watching Bairnt try to pronounce my username.
Yeah, it's great.
It's just Dave's traveling.
Why do I keep on saying
It's
Dave
just
is traveling?
Dave's traveling.
Okay, Dave's traveling. Now it's not fair. Now I know how to say it forever. Good to have you here. Thank
You
for
might have to
joining.
change your name now.
Go on to the next two. Here we go. Okay.
All right, so now we're on number 9.
I think I got this right. We'll see. Now, we might not talk about a lot of this one. This was Deep Rock Galactic.
That's
I have
for
as
number
9? 8. Number 9. Yes,
number 9. Okay,
Yep,
number 9.
So we're going to talk about this a little bit later because, believe it or not, we have this both on our list, but his is higher.
Oh, okay. So let me talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So let's go to number 9 for you.
All right. You haven't played War of the Ring.
No, I haven't.
So for me, it was War of the Ring, the card game, but more specifically the Against the Shadow. That's the expansion that lets you play solo co-op. I really enjoy it. I actually really want to try co-op. I've only played myself co-op or myself solo, and I've enjoyed both of them. I find it challenging and fun. It is a very different experience than the multiplayer, but I'm actually okay with that. And I really want to see what the co-op is like, and that's part of the reason why it's down at 9 because I've only played it solo. But I loved it. I love the source. It's kind of similar to Bairnt and Alien, where he loves Alien theme. Any game with an alien, you're at least going to give it a shot, right?
I'm always gonna give it a
It's the
shot.
same with Lord of the Rings. I try almost every single Lord of the Rings game because I just love the theme so much. So yeah, that's War of the Ring. Normally, it's a competitive game, but you can also have the solo with the expansion.
All right. He's got a question. I don't know if this is going to pertain to you. Have you ever found a tabletop, basically a tabletop game that like the idea but not how it functions? I feel that way about Warhammer 40K. I never played 40K, but I played a lot of Warhammer Fantasy. I liked it. I had no problem with it. I tried... I don't remember the name of the game, but there was a tabletop game I did not enjoy, and I was like, oh, and I didn't want to take it out again. I don't know what the name of it was. I think it was the Fantasy Flight one. I think they tried to do one with these dials and stuff. It didn't
work.
It was, again, nice idea. Didn't function as well as I was hoping.
Okay.
All right, so on to our number 9 from the community.
Okay, so this is a sentimental game. So a game that you may keep just because of sentimental value. You might not play it a ton, but it's one you're never going to get rid of. Was that not the right?
Oh, no, that's right. Yep,
okay.
100%. Yep.
All right, so sentimental game.
Okay, what do you got? Your first this time.
So I have 3. I have Journeys in Middle-earth, and that's purely because that's my first game I ever painted every single miniature.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right, so that's why I'll never, the base game, I painted the whole thing. Actually, the first 2 expansions, I painted the whole thing, and then Bill painted the last one for me. Nice. So Journeys, fully painted, everything for that game. Awesome. Can't get rid of it, right? Pandemic Legacy. I just loved that game, and I just can't get rid of it, right? I loved my experience, so I just can't get rid of it. And then the last one is Gloomhaven. It's a sentimental game because I played it with Brent and Ted and my wife for almost 2 years straight, every Sunday. Every Sunday we played it. So it's like 120 times that we played it, and it was amazing. So yeah, those are
never forget your first.
Yeah, no, you never forget. You'll definitely forget your middle ones. I can't remember all the different games I painted now. But how about you?
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so I've got a few here. I've got Aliens, This Time It's War. For those of you that don't know, we play that every time at the Aliens, This Time It's War.
Oh, that's the Aliens one.
Yeah, it's the Aliens one.
Sorry,
it's from 1987. It's super old. I've brought the box out many times on painting streams and stuff. It's taped together with like packing tape and things of this nature. It's been in my collection. It'll never go anywhere. It's like my favorite game. It's still one of my favorite Alien games of all time. My other one is Myth. And basically because this was the game that got myself and my friend Eric and his friend, and our other friend, Scrosh over. And we would play this. This is the first time we ever got a gaming group together. It was built on Myth. We really had a great time playing Myth together.
I just won't forget it.
And then Scrosh went off. He re-enlisted. And so then Eric's wife started coming. So now we have both couples. We get together I try to get together about every other weekend. We play games. And it all started because we started playing Myth together.
That's awesome.
And no matter what people say about how hard and how much difficult it is, how much difficult? There we go. Good speak.
How much difficult?
Good speak right there.
I understand.
We still remember how fun that one is. It's a good stuff. Mythos mentioned everyone takes shots. That's about how it works. That's the way it goes.
Myth is great, dude. I need to
have you play the real version.
I need to play the real version, but I mean, I still had fun. I love the idea of the darkness, the actions that you do, the faster the darkness goes, and I mean, hey, board game Maelstrom.
Good to see you. Yeah, it's a unique. I haven't really seen that used too much in games. The idea of like as you play cards, then it gets to their. Maybe is Aeon Trespass like that?
I was going to say, I think There are a couple other ones,
there's
but
a
I
few
can't think of
games,
them
but
right now.
it's not a very common mechanic
It
I
is
see in
not
dungeon
common.
crawlers.
I'm trying to think, but whatever. It's there are ones. I think your Aeon one.
Yeah.
Not Aeon. The Nova one.
Nova one kind of does something
where you're doing
similar.
it's a time, right?
Yeah,
and then
very
once
similar
yeah,
in a way.
yeah. So, but anyways, cool.
Myth is free space. What Myth
It's
is
free
the
space on live
space
stream
on
bingo
live stream
board. Myth is the free space on the live stream bingo board. There's a
Oh,
lot.
because when you're playing bingo, when you watch streams with me, Myth is just the free one you get in the middle because it's always said.
Oh,
You always get that one covered up.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
Michael, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for joining, Michael.
All right, we're going on
now
number
we're
8?
Number 8.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I have I did not expect this game ever to come. And for those, everybody's probably heard the story about
Oh my
how
gosh, I feel like I'm getting cut by the neck. Do you see
are.
that?
It's coming at you. Monolith, I believe, picked the game up after it was pretty much down to the bottom of the ground, and the guy ran out of money and all that stuff, right? Came to my doorstep. I was like, oh my gosh, I got Orquest. So I gave it a shot. And I was super surprised, considering this is from a first-time publisher.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't really think you're going to get a lot of what you're hoping for, but it actually worked. I like the fact that it's a stealth-based dungeon crawler, but it's not a stealth game, which is kind of like, what?
Well, it makes sense. Orcs are not stealth.
No.
Look at that guy. That guy couldn't be stealth.
No.
He'd run into door frames. He's so
You
big.
would definitely
you know?
run into every door frame on the planet. So I was just so into the way you can upgrade your characters and the way you can also upgrade your items during the game is really cool. Now, I'm not a big fan of the fact that you have to have all the materials with you and you want to upgrade. And a lot of times there's one of the limitations is the amount of bag space you can have. I'd like the house rule you can carry as much crap as you want in the bag as long as it's broken materials. Because, I mean, I can understand not being able to kill like 3 shields and 12 swords and stuff like that. But if you break them down for material components, I feel you should be able to carry whatever you want. Because sometimes you just don't have the bag space. And you could throw things to each other, which is kind of funny. Because if you throw it in 3 spaces, you can actually damage your player. You actually can damage your friend. You roll the die and it goes, oh, I hurt my friend. The dice are pretty cool too, because it's one of those things where you got defense, but if you have a hard enough swing, it's going to punch straight through that defense. It's super good. So, anyway, that's my number. What I get to? What are we on? 8?
I think we're on number 8.
8. We're
Right?
on 8.
Yes.
What's this? Never played Myth before.
I've only been gaming seriously for 11 years. Oh my gosh. I still haven't played. I mean, I played Myth one time with you, but I don't really count that.
That's pretty funny. Vega would be proud. For those of you that don't know who Vega is Kim. She plays a half-orc barbarian in the Dungeon Dragon stream that we do over at Kanji Studios. Please check us out. We do it every other Friday. Lots of fun, so check it out.
We got the
nice bar in the backdrop. Barbarian.
Yep.
What's this? The Vikings. The Viking mug makes an appearance that makes my night.
He looks strong enough to carry it. Yes.
Yes.
If you take the right talents, you can hide things in your sleeves.
Oh, see, that's what I should do. I should have taken. Yep, should have hid things in my sleeves. That'd be the way to do it. You got one coming up here.
Yes,
now.
I do.
Let's
Actually,
see what yours is.
this is a recent one.
Ready?
Yeah. So,
Oh!
have you guys tried it yet or not yet?
No, I haven't had a chance. Believe it or not, half the big game's still
Oh,
over
is
here.
it still underneath here? Okay. So this is a 2 to 4 player competitive one versus many game, which is very unusual for me. I don't normally love one versus many at all.
When you asked me about this one, I was like, all right.
But first of all, my kids love it. They love it. And the biggest reason I went for it is because it's a short time play, except for if you play with Bairnt. Okay, it's only 45 minutes or less, and most one versus many games usually are much longer than that I have played. And so it's fast. You've got the killer or the bad guys trying to catch or kill the other players, and yeah, it's so much fun. You're trying to go around. You have to find 5 keys or call the police, but every time you're doing stuff, you're making noise. And then the bad guy, there's 8 different bad guys with all the expansions, and they all work so differently. You've got ones that are fearing people. You've got one that can just come with a chainsaw. You've got the alien that he played where you can do whatever you want with it. Incorrectly, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You've got one that's statues.
Still one.
You literally have 4.
That's the one I want to try.
I know.
want to try
4 statues on the board moving around. Oh my gosh, so cool. You got a plant one that puts out core plant things that can jump between them, and it's so cool. They're all unique. They're cool, and it's fun, and you just want to try them all, right? So yeah, I've been really enjoying this. I think this might move up my list as I play it more. I've already played it 11 times, and I got it literally 3 weeks ago now. So because it's just so quick to play. But yeah, that's Terrascape.
Steve says that he was only today years old when he realized that the Orc Quest cover art for the orc version. I actually think I
Of
had
Hero Quest? That's awesome.
I think I put Hero Quest. I think this is actually the Hero Quest art. And I typed in Orc Quest, like,
Oh, is that
pictures?
Hero? So that's
no,
actually...
I think that might be, no, I think it's Orc Quest. No,
It's gotta be Orc Quest. It's
Never
too
mind. Okay.
main to have the
but
orc in
but that
front.
orc swinging like this is very
Yeah.
similar to the Barbarian and Hero Quest, which then the cover of
Seriously,
it.
I feel like
Anyway,
my head's going to get cut off.
that's
Okay.
pretty funny. Okay.
All right, so now...
Terror is so good. You got a lot of people saying how good Terror is.
Heck yes, Terror Escape. It's so dang good.
Yep,
It's just
super good.
Okay.
All right, so we're on to
Number 8.
Number 8.
Games that you will only play.
Only play.
Or you prefer to play.
I read that wrong. All right,
Okay,
go ahead.
That's okay. Games that you would prefer to play with an expansion. Yeah,
well,
that's
mine
okay.
aren't going to work, but that's
okay. What is yours?
I thought games games that with expansions that you like or something was what I thought.
That's fine.
Because I put.
Oh no, Robin! Did you see what you just said? New plan. I'm holding Terror Escape hostage until Colin stops bringing boxes to my house.
He says viticulture.
AKA
Zach Solo. Good to see you. Thank you.
So viticulture is okay, but it's actually really good when you add in the Tuscany expansion, I believe it is. Yeah. Or you can even do the Worlds one, I think, which makes it co-op. Yeah, go ahead.
So I have ones that aren't going to make sense then because I put Kingdom Death Monster because the expansion is absolutely fantastic, but the base game is great too.
Yes.
I just been really enjoying the expansion. The other one I put is Nemesis just because Nemesis base game is great, so is Lockdown. But having all those extra intruders, the Dream...
I still haven't played against them. The Dream Aliens.
Yeah,
right?
those are absolutely amazing.
That attack you through fear.
They're my favorite faction in that entire thing.
Well, the next time we're playing that faction.
Void Seekers is what they're. Void Seeders. Sorry, Seeders. They're so awesome. And I'm looking forward to the Nemesis Retaliation. I think there's even some new expansion things from that. So to me, the expansion characters aren't what I'm looking for. It's the intruders. They really make the game so
the
unique.
characters are only somewhat different in that game because it's only, 4 cards?
Half your deck is the only difference of it.
Yeah. Morganite, though. Lost Ruins of Arnak. Now, I love that game. My wife loves that game. We are planning our next campaign thing is to do the 6-mission co-op experience. So we're really excited for that. I love that game. That's a good one.
Another one.
But Bill just came out with Star Wars Rebellion. I can't believe I didn't write that on my list.
Yep.
I should have. I will never play that without the expansion. Absolutely.
I'm guessing this is on your list.
Which one?
Zaya.
Yeah, so my biggest one was Zaya, Legends of a Drift System. Absolutely. Never will play without Forsaken, Embers of Forsaken Star. It helps with a lot of the random. I put all the LCGs.
I was going to put that, but I didn't know if they would consider cycles as expansions.
Well, yeah, but it just gives you more cards, whatever.
More cards.
And then Orleo. I love Orleo, but we only ever play it with the expansion. We never play it with just the base game. So, but Shadows of Brimstone, that's another good one. Although I do find the 2 bases of Shadow of Brimstone, if you get, they work, right?
They work for sure.
But yeah, that's what I go for. You know what? This is so funny. My watch just told me I hit my steps at 8,500.
Well, because one like this.
Apparently, because I'm moving my arms around.
You want to hear a funny story that my wife hopefully is going to mute her thing while I tell it?
Okay, Robin, mute. Thank you.
So back when they had, remember those like Fitbits?
Yeah.
Her Fitbit wasn't able to hold enough power.
You're going to tell her that
Why
story?
not? So she didn't have enough power to get through like the day, but she knows that she actually works. Yeah, she walks a ton. She's a teacher. She's walking all over the building, right? And she'd always, you know how you used to get in those like groups that you'd like have steps against?
Yeah.
And so I'd come to bed and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm getting the steps in that I missed while I was at work. It was so awesome.
Well, you know, they used to, Robin says no.
Yeah, I'm a dead man.
There used to be things with your insurance. If you got 10,000 steps a certain amount of days. So I had people, when I used to work at Deloitte, I had people that would be sitting, working on tax returns, going like this, just to try and get their 10,000 steps, you know, and they're like, oh, it's for insurance, so I can get the discount.
That's great.
Oh my gosh, that's why they stopped doing that.
Couch.
Shadows of Brimstone got my friends into a fight for a few minutes.
And my wife says I'm on the couch.
Oh, God. She just writes couch. She doesn't even say anything.
Say what?
Couch. You're like, it's okay. I sleep in the kid's bed anyways.
That's right. So there we go.
All right. That was number 8. Now we can go to 7.
Number 7. Okay. So for this one, I've grouped a whole ton together. I'm only have one word in the back. It says escape mail.
Oh, that works.
But what it is, it's really all the different escape games that we play over the course of the year. My wife and I play these a lot. These are games that it's like, okay, it's the evening. What do you want to do? Let's try one of those escape rooms. And I think one of the reasons we like them so much is you can kind of work on it a little bit, and you don't have to finish it.
Yeah.
You can get a little bit into it and go like, hey, let's put this on a pause. So right now we're working through escape mail, which is 12 different envelopes of awesomeness. And we just got done with the advent calendar, which was absolutely fantastic. So we love these escape room type games like the unlocks, the exits. So we put all of them up there pretty much. That's I've kind of always, and it's funny because every year they make my list. but it's always because of a different company.
There's new ones and there's new ones too. Yeah, so Escape Mail is a new one. I've never heard of that. So.
It was great. I'll
Cool.
have to maybe send it to you sometime we're done.
Yeah.
Would you ever do an escape room in real life? Yes, I do them all. I've done 3 or 4 of them.
I've done 2.
They're absolutely fantastic. I am.
And you did the thing at Gen Con, which is an escape room.
It's not an escape room, but
it's
yes,
kind of
the
similar in
dungeon thing. I forget what it's called though. But yes, it was super, super fun.
I can't remember the name.
What's this one? Has anyone ever played the new Escape Room Batman Gotham City? No, but it's on my list of please, I'd love to play it.
Oh,
That's
really?
the deal.
I've never even heard of that
We have we're 100% success rate so far at our escape rooms.
Nice.
So True Dungeon, that's what it was. True Dungeon.
True Dungeon.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve, of course, taking care of us.
Yeah.
He knows words. We don't.
We don't.
We just blabber.
It does sound fun. Yeah, there's a lot of fun. A lot of fun in the escape room.
Great number 7, man.
Ready?
Yeah.
I wrote a word for you up there.
What does it say? Kill?
Yeah.
Okay, hit it. Call of Kill Force. That's my number 7. So I love the Kill Force series. Actually, I should have said this was another one that I ended up having the first
Great
one.
to see you,
Hey,
Fire
Drake,
Drake.
thanks for joining. That I started with the base game.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up selling it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then I now have everything. I have all 3. I would love to do an epic, somehow have everything together. Actually, Derek from Kanji Studios, check him out and his videos because he's got tons of stuff on Kill Force because he loves Kill Force. But if you want an adventure, romp, solo, a pure solo, so it's so great. You can just play one character. It can go nice and quick with that. Do a saga where you're completing, whatever you need to do, upgrading your character and defeating a boss. It's great. I do feel like I want it to be a little harder, so I think the next time I play, I'm going to go against 2 ancients with 1.
That's
and
not a bad
maybe
idea.
see if that can make it a little bit harder. But love this. Absolutely love this.
Did you know this?
Well, I need to play this new version of Kill Force, especially since Kanji is in the game. Yes,
Oh, he did? You knew
I
that.
saw
Okay.
there's a picture. I actually
didn't know
talked
that.
about
I
it
should
during
check
our.
it. Oh,
you
no.
hadn't seen it? It's on our thing.
Oh yeah, I should
You've
watch
watched
that.
every one of our videos.
I haven't watched every one of our videos.
I've watched I've watched all my videos. Come on, who's got time for that? But yeah, that's my number 7. Call of Kill Force.
That's amazing.
All
Where
right.
did you get the mug? I want one. Oh,
yeah.
Well, that is a great for my vodka. Yes, these are actually that's a lot of vodka. I would definitely not make it up the stairs.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd
be at the couch for whatever
at the
reason.
couch right over there. At the Renaissance Festival here in Minnesota, there's a guy called Mug of the Woods.
Mug of the Woods.
And I think he's on Facebook. And so I picked up a couple and we started just drinking out of them. So we actually got some more and now we have a lot of mugs.
We have a lot of mugs.
A lot of mugs.
And we've given a couple mugs away.
We have given some mugs away. And probably sometime soon, maybe after the Renaissance Festival this year, might give another mug away. We'll see how it goes.
But they're awesome.
Yes. Tail of the Red Dragon gives the chef's kiss.
Bill.
Tales
of the Red Dragon, and I still need to play that.
Yeah.
I have that at my house.
It's at your house. I was here for a while because I was going to play through. I never got a chance to, so I give it back to you.
Yeah, so I have my list of games that I'm doing this playthrough.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it on there, and then,
You need to.
All right, so number 7. What would you consider your best non-gamer games?
Oh, I got these.
Yeah.
Okay, I put The Crew.
Okay, great one.
Because
Dude,
it's a quick, easy
that's
game
awesome.
to teach.
That's
And
a really good one.
It's a really fun game to kind of show people, hey, there's more than just taking tricks, and there's more than just spades and hearts and pinochle and things
you
like
always
that.
want to take all the tricks. You always want to take all the tricks.
You're against the other players. No, this
Yeah.
one's your cooperative, and you're actually working together to take the tricks in certain ways.
You know
It's
how
really cool.
crazy it is when you play? So Monica's family has played 500 and all these games that are always, card trick-taking games. We played that with them, and it was so hard for them to be like, wait, I'm gonna let Grandpa take this trick because I want him to take it. What is
what?
It's just really hard.
I want the point.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, no, you don't want the points.
right.
It's just, it was really cool. But that's a great one.
The other one I put down is another kind of quick game to teach, like Sushi Go. These kind of games, which are like fun and easy to teach. So now you're teaching a pick and pass, and like, okay, if you get these kind of things, you're going to get these points, and it's really easy to teach that.
Yes.
Like my wife and I were thinking we're going to put like Quacklenberg on there, but then I thought there's a lot of those different rules with the chips and things. I thought, I don't know if that's going to be something for a non-gamer to want to get into.
Interesting, because
you know what I mean?
I've done that. So I have quacks on mine.
You do
because
have yours.
I have taught quacks to people that
I
haven't
could see
played
you
games.
could teach it, and I think they'd love it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of games that had the probably easiest like rules to try to teach somebody and just jump in and play.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? That's what I want.
I think one of the biggest things when you're thinking about non-gamer games is simultaneous turns or quick turns is really important. And so what I put on there.
Oh, that's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah, or even a real-time game. I mean, one that I always do with people that first come to my house, Escape Curse of the Temple. You just play with the base tiles, and they love it because
Yeah.
just the idea of trying to escape the temple is so easy, and you're just chucking dice. But all of a sudden they get the, I'm blind, guys, I'm blind, someone get the yellow face, help me, you know, and it's so much fun. And then they immediately want to play again. Then you add a couple more of the expansions in.
And the next thing you know, they're not talking.
Yeah. Because and then they have their hands stuck on their head and they're rolling.
They can't talk.
And they
they're
don't
like
realize
trying to point to you and down.
The mind. The mind. Have you
Oh
ever played-
yes, I totally missed that
That
one.
is an awesome one.
Yep.
There's a one called Cubitos. And
Is that the one we played as well?
that's one that we played where it's a race.
The race with
and you've
cubes.
got that one you're rolling a minimum of 9 dice every round. And people who don't play a lot of games, when they pick up that many dice, they just feel cool. I'm just saying, there's like, this feels so cool, right? And they're chucking 9 dice, and you got this little push your luck mechanic. So yeah, Cubitos is another one. I will say that what got me into gaming as a non-gamer was Pandemic.
Yeah.
That's what really got me in. So
I was thinking putting that one, but I thought, I'm going to go with quicker little card games. I only put a couple of them. You have a lot though.
Oh, I did a ton. But
there's a lot of real good ones over there. And we got some ones in the chat too. We got Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, a great one.
We have that upstairs. We haven't played it yet, but we have it. We just got it from a friend of mine. Escape is good. Best party game.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Getting a non-tabletop, simple rules, character templates, and simple situations. Yep.
I mean, what is that, like for D&D or something? I mean,
no. That's what to get a non-tabletop person on the table is to get something that has simple rules.
Character, and simple
things.
situations.
Yeah.
Yep, good call.
That's not. What's that? That's not a hat.
Is my go-to for non-gamers.
Non-gamers right now.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That's not a hat.
Fun and easy. I'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just one. Yes, that was another one. I should have put that on there. I have it back there.
Yeah, so
we played it so many times we don't even have new race markers in there anymore. We have to buy. We had to buy new race markers.
We do it when we play with so many people. There's like 11 or 12.
Oh, we even just use paper too. And just put it up there. Yeah.
Exactly. 5-minute dungeon.
Yep.
The only thing about 5-minute dungeon is it's a little bit insane. And people, if they're not used to it at all, they just kind of sit there like this.
It's hard because you're kind of concentrating on your own stuff and you're not able to like help, or I shouldn't say help, but at least get people to kind of work.
I don't know why, but Curse of the Temple with the dice, it's a little bit easier because, anyways.
There you go. This is a good
If you approach it right, you can get any creative mind to engage. I mean, that's true. That's very true. But also, they have to be willing to engage, right? That's the other thing.
That's okay.
I mean, sometimes you get those people that are like, oh, come and play a game, and they're trying to get this person, and the person, I don't want to. You're just not going to have a good experience no matter what it is.
And sometimes that's like my kids. They just don't have the day. They're just like, I don't know what to do that today.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Different then.
Be okay.
That's the day.
People have a tendency to shut down if you put them on the spot, so you have to balance it out. Yep, totally.
And I think that's where I think that's really one of the reasons why these cooperative games work so well. So you're not really putting people on the spot like, oh, what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to take that card? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. But anyway, what do we got? We're on 7 or 6?
Well, we just did 7, so we're now on 6. 6.
All right. These are called
Those people are energy vampires. That's
like
amazing.
Colin Robinson. Colin Robinson.
Colin Robinson?
You have to see Colin Robinson, man.
I don't want to see Colin Robinson.
Somebody send him a picture of Colin Robinson right now on his phone.
Why, is he a vampire? Oh my gosh, thank you, Truman Family Brick.
Truman Family Brick, thank you so much.
I'm
watching you since One Stop. You have no idea how many board games you've helped me with. You both rock.
That's
Keep
awesome.
it up. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for joining. And thanks for joining tonight.
Yeah.
It's awesome to have you here.
Glad to help,
And we're even giving you more now.
Yeah, I know. Don't watch this list. You probably don't need more games. Okay, wait. Who is this? This is Davista
Stingling.
Or Dave's Traveling.
Oh, yeah, Dave's Traveling.
If it's coffee, also need to balance out the alpha gaming side of things. Absolutely.
And I think every person I've played with, at least with me, I've noticed that doesn't really happen as much in the groups we play with. I think, which is really cool.
It has happened to me, definitely.
It hasn't really happened to me.
So it is something to watch out for. You are, but I wasn't going to tell you that. So no, I'm kidding. Come on, it's a joke. But yes, that is definitely a thing. That's why a game, once again, that is a real time, but you got 10 minutes, like Escape, is great because no one's going to be telling you what to do because they're dealing with their own stuff.
This is funny.
Oh, Betrayal on the House of the Hill got me into the hobby and also started some fights.
Yes.
I can imagine.
See, now the funny thing is, this is a game I want to play again because this might go on my list of best, or was it with games I want to try a second time, because every time I played this game, it's twice so far, I've not had a good experience. It's been absolutely like, we had no idea what was going on. And
you got to play with someone who knows the game.
That's the thing. I think we were learning the game and it just didn't click, and we got the book and all of a sudden the person goes back there and reads what they're supposed to, comes back and is like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I have a doll that I'm supposed to do something with. Like, oh, the doll, we're supposed to find it. Like, everybody else knew where the doll was then. It's like, what? So now we didn't really know. It was kind of, I don't know.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
betrayal with a new game. Oh, here it can be a disaster. If the new player becomes a traitor.
Yeah, there we go, Bill.
What happened?
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things where if I played a little bit more, I think we'd probably have a lot of fun with it. I'll have to give it a shot.
Quick story, Battlestar Galactica. First time I ever played it, last time I ever played it. Yes. I played that with 5 people, including my wife and one of my friends, Timothy. And it was the worst experience for me because I was one of those Cylons or whatever they're called, the bad people. And I sucked so bad at not helping. I ended up just helping them win. And then at the end, they're like, wait, well, who's the bad guy? I was like, well, I think I was, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm supposed to sabotage them.
You're supposed to and all
but
that.
I'm not good. I wasn't good at that. So anyways, yeah. That is not me.
Yeah.
If I try and sabotage, you're going to know about it.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. Okay.
How many games have you all seen people take the game into real life emotionally? Not too many.
Yeah, not too many, actually.
Not too many.
Battlestar is brilliant if you're good at playing it.
Yeah. I actually want to give that a shot sometime, but I haven't had a chance to.
Okay, well, don't play with me.
Not with you.
Not with me. It's not a me game, but that's okay.
It's difficult to play. It's difficult to play it. Jamie says that. Jamie, good to see you.
And second of all, it took 4.5 hours because we were playing with me and 3 other new players who never played it. So we all had to learn it. And then, of course, I became a Cylon and the other player, because we were playing with 5, both of the players that were Cylons were new players. So we didn't really know what we were doing. So both of us didn't do a very good job of sabotaging. No. So it just was not a good experience.
Good with the right people. I think a lot of the trader games are like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's the only trader mechanism game that you enjoy. Nice.
Oh, that's good to know, Jamie. Yeah,
okay, we're on number 6.
We're on 6?
6, yes, 6.
Okay, ready?
This is why I brought a pen so I could check things
Remember
off.
you remember when I was just talking about games I want to try again?
Yeah.
Boom, Final Girl 2 is my number 6 for this year. We had a blast. Like I said, we had a blast playing it during the what do you call it? That time where you scare people. Halloween.
Halloween.
Yep, we played a lot during Halloween, and we had a blast. We played a whole bunch of the different ones, and it was really, really fun. So I was really excited. And I got to play the Alien version.
That is a solo-only game.
It is. My wife and I play together.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure people know.
It is a solo game.
Because when you said we, I was thinking, wait a second. I think it's solo. But yeah.
It is solo.
Yeah.
But my wife and I do play it together. We kind of
make
what should we do this? Okay.
So basically, Robin makes the decision.
Well, most of the time, I just kind of back her up a lot of times.
Definitely a good idea. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the deal. How about Cosmic Encounter? I've never heard of that one.
You've never heard of Cosmic Encounter?
No.
Oh, that can be played up to 8. I've actually never played that one. Once I played Battlestar Galactica, I wasn't into any of those types of games. Once I was a Cylon and grassed up the other Cylon up, so the 3 remaining humans would argue amongst each other as to which one of them was a Cylon. That's awesome. See, yeah, totally. It can be really fun if that's the type of thing you like to do. Not mine, which is fine.
Here you go.
Okay, what? Oh, doing my 6?
Yep.
Earthborn Rangers. Love it.
I have to admit, before you say anything, I'm surprised at how low it is on your list.
I just haven't played it enough.
Okay.
I can't,
Okay.
so I've only played the first 2 days, and then I've started it over with Brent, actually, who's on here right now. Brent, I'm playing with him, but we're back I'm only at day 2. So I haven't even seen the main part. I hear there's a main storyline that you actually follow. Right now it's 100% open. And the cards are a lot less cool than other LCGs, right? So it's not about the card play. It's got to be about the other pieces, which is that open, adventure. And so I'm excited about that, and I think it'll go up as I play it more. But right now it's a solid 6 for me. Still enjoy it though, and I love the art. Absolutely love the art, and I love the storyline. I love the fact that I don't have to fight things. I don't have to. There are some things you might have to take care of to have them be shooed away or whatever, but most of it is not just, if you think about Lord of the Rings, I love Lord of the Rings, the card game, but all the time you're always just fighting that orc again or fighting that goblin. It's fun that there's something different here. So
yeah, it is. I do like the feel of it.
And I think when actually, so I backed this, and you're supposed to get an expansion. They didn't bring the expansion yet, so that's coming with the second printing.
Okay.
When that comes, I also think that'll help because there'll be a whole nother campaign you can play. Because there's also only one campaign. So, but you have to be okay with delivering biscuits or fixing a house.
It's kind of like, what was it that, what was the other one that was like that?
Mythwind? Mythwind is supposed to be like that, isn't it? So I don't know what you're talking about.
The one where you're the animals, the bird or the squirrel. stuff where you got quests and you went around and kind of did the quests and hope what you're talking about.
And it's the guy who made Dawn of the Peacemakers, right?
Yes.
And it's escaping me. I actually still have that game. Lands of Galzir.
Yes!
Oh, boom!
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
boy, that took
yes.
a while.
That did take a while.
But yeah, very similar where it's like to me, it'd be similar to like the Seventh Continent, just kind of going and exploring and doing stuff in
I
it.
do feel like it has a lot more direction than Land
Yeah.
of Galzir. Galzir literally could do
It has
anything
no
anywhere. And there's
direction.
at the end of it, it doesn't matter at all, right? So it definitely feels different than that.
Cosmic Encounter is my favorite game.
Nice.
What the gamer says.
Nice.
And he says, haven't heard anymore. Teach me more about this one. So they've been kind of talking, I think.
It looks like my bag.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Are you going to play Lord of the Rings on this? Absolutely, Jamie. I just got to figure out when I'm sliding it in.
That's the deal.
I have a plan of what I want to do. It's just all about having the time to do it. But I am definitely going to. In my D group, I was secretly a traitor. We were looking for a magic gem, and I was trying to steal it for myself, sabotaging the group. Steve, that's impressive.
Wow.
I just can't do that.
Oh, wow.
I would just be like, hey, here's the gem.
Sabotaging is easy.
Yeah,
It was easy. It just makes a lot of mistakes and blame it on my bad dice roll.
That's actually hilarious.
Bairnt DXC rebooted. That's right. Roop back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that was number 6. Our number 6 for our list. Best components in a game.
Oh, best components. Okay. Is that number 5?
That's number 6.
6.
Did I just say 6? This is why Robin says he never listens. Number 6, best components in a game. Okay, I'll go first. So mine, those are like the best mini, the best whatever.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
That's Kingdom Death Monster and Oathsworn.
Okay, there we go. Oh, well, I'm Oathsworn. I'm with you on that one.
Because those were absolutely fantastic. Kingdom Death Monster has some of my favorite miniatures I've painted and had fun building. And Oathsworn, those miniatures were absolutely out of control.
And having Bill paint that and have us reveal them fully painted was
super fun.
Probably one of the coolest experiences. Yeah. So Bill, we thank you so much for doing all of that because it really made that experience. I mean, Oathsworn is here already. You made it just a little bit higher for us. Actually, a lot of bit higher. But so thank you for that, Bill. Really appreciate it.
Nice. What was it good? The thing that I like that. I also like the fact that when you get the components wet, they still work.
It is true. Minus the cards maybe wouldn't.
Oh, no.
Let's just be honest. And we did have to chuck maybe half of those
Oh my gosh,
tokens.
that was so funny.
Oh my, I still can't believe that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, those are some games I think have some of the best. Now the thing is, it was really hard for me to pick out components because a lot of times it always just chips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very rarely do you get something that has like, oh, hey, these are really super cool like components. Like Aeon's End sometimes had those gems you could use, but it's just kind of like
no, totally.
It was hard to find. It's hard to find something that had like just cool components.
Well,
so I kind of wanted.
Did you ever see Valor and Villainy? Did you ever? Did you?
Oh, I think I played a little bit with you.
Or did you?
No, I didn't do an unboxing.
I should have let you do an unboxing because even to upgrade your character, you put these little dice things, to say, oh, I've got red or what. But they even have they're these cool plastic things and they slot right in. It looks so nice. The quality of the miniatures in that one is amazing. So I had Valor and Villainy. I had Marvel United in there as well.
Oh yeah,
because I just think all those minis look super
cool
good.
Minis, yeah.
And if you got the upgrade pack, you have
all those acrylic tokens.
Yes, the acrylic tokens and the better location tiles as well. And then Chronicles of Drunagar. I mean, if you look at the board, Matt, with the art, looks so nice, and you got the 3D tiles that it's
3D
on,
lands
and even the doors stand 3D that you open up, and that's where you go.
And you read what's in the door.
Yeah, and then the miniatures are also great. So
that was good. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Those are mine. Chronicles of Drunagar.
Oh, good work, man.
All right, dude, we're on to 5. Number 5.
What does it say? My last group just played Homeless Healer. That the group was messed up without, but they had to force her to bathe.
What?
I think maybe they're talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
I think they're talking about Dungeons and Dragons because they were talking. Steve was talking about being.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Bill, Zaya, absolutely. The metal
coins. All right.
Fully painted ships.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, to not even have to paint them, they're already fully painted.
Yes,
I'm with you.
Scarps are good.
Yes.
They're absolutely awesome. Yep. Oathsworn is awesome, 100%.
Yes. I don't consider miniatures as components.
That's
their own category. I'd say Rococo Deluxe, Lost Ruins of Arnak. Oh, and even Planted. I've never played that one. It's great. Friendly reminder to like this video. Oh, Steve.
Steve's on top
Holy
of it.
crap, Steve's awesome.
Oh my gosh, so we're coming about halfway through. So I have a special announcement for everybody. At the end of this, I'm actually going to be posting a video of it's about an hour long.
It's an hour
of our best whoopsie oopsie bloopers throughout our entire first year of live streaming, which is absolutely amazing. And there is one where I'm working with Ridley, and all of a sudden I'm trying to find something, and all of a sudden subscribe pops up, and I go, apparently I have a subscribe button somewhere on here I've never heard of before. And my son's just sitting there going, Dad, you had one job to do.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Oh, of course, like the video. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Only an hour? You have footage for years.
Oh, I know. And subscribe. Thank you, Lance.
Oh my gosh, that is true.
Only an hour.
Bill.
Yeah, I do
that
have footage for years. This is true. Oh my gosh.
All right, number 5.
Where are we going? Number 5? Let's see here. Oh, okay. We're going back to my roots.
Roots.
Not the game Roots. We're going back to Resident Evil.
Oh, nice.
I like this one. This was really fun. I love the fact that it's a dungeon crawler that you don't know every part of it yet. It's one of those things where I get to flip over a card and it shows me what to add. And I think that's kind of cool. I like that in a dungeon crawl as opposed to, but it's not I'm doing every room.
Yep.
It's only you do it about twice in your play, which is kind of nice. So you know that, okay, I'm going to have to get maybe 2 things, and they're out of these 4 tokens. One of them you know where it is. The other 2 you don't know, so you have to go through this door and you know the door is opening into something because it's sitting there, but you don't know what it is. So you flip it over and you're like, oh, okay, this goes in a hallway and another couple rooms up here. Okay, oh, but there's a zombie in that hallway, which I would have known about because you don't know what's behind the door.
Yeah,
which I think is pretty cool. I like that.
This is why I'm wondering why we didn't love Chronicles of Drudigar, because that's exactly how that one was. You opened the door, you didn't know it was there, but we still didn't. Anyways, whatever.
I don't know what
it's. I don't know. Sometimes games just don't connect.
Maybe again, I know we're going to talk about themes soon, but maybe that's it. Resident Evil's a theme I could connect with.
Oh yeah, death and destruction and zombies and
And I played the game when I was young.
Yeah,
this is an old PlayStation game. PlayStation 1.
That makes a lot more sense.
Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, 7,
27,
Survivor,
392.
What do they have? They had Revelations 1 and 2. I mean, I played all these games because I was a huge Resident Evil fan when I was growing up. And it is the first one, Resident Evil 1. They've actually made 3 of these games.
Okay.
Resident Evil 3, I think they started out with first, then they did 2, and then they did 1. Or else they did 2, 3, and then 1. And I'm actually excited they did 1 last because they learned a lot doing 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Because I will warn you, this is a gear game?
It's a what?
Who's the company?
Steamforged.
Thank you. It's a Steamforged Games game, and sometimes they can hit or miss, especially on an IP that's based on a video game.
Which one? Hit or miss?
Well, it depends on which game you buy. If you buy the one about the person running
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep, that's not a hit.
No, that's a swing and a
yes.
ball go.
We'll think I know it coming out. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But we'll have to see what people think about it. But the Resident Evil games at first weren't, I think, what people are hoping for. But now they've got to this iteration it does. Like the zombies don't go away. You have to start them on fire. They can come back up because they keep rising from the dead. So it's really and you have to find different things in this mansion to unlock different parts of the game so you can continue on in your campaign to try to get to the end.
Yep, totally.
Kind of anyway,
totally.
Let's hear what you got. Then we'll go back to all this stuff. What should we go with? They're talking Resident Evil right now.
I think so. The two of you need to do an RE playthrough, Resident Evil playthrough.
Yes.
Resident Evil, which one? You already talked about that. I hope Chronicles is much better with the updated rules. Yes, Chris. I mean, I hope so too.
We're working on it.
I need to look up what's different to the other RE games.
I would tune in.
I want Resident Evil 0 with Train and Mansion.
Train and Mansion, that'd be awesome.
I tune in for that.
Rebecca,
I like Drunk Survival. I tune in for that. Has anyone gone Pericles Gathering? Okay, so Steve, I have that. I actually have read all the rules. My hardest thing is trying to record the app or whatever, but I have it. I haven't actually played it. It looks cool. But if you've played D&D, I don't know if you really need it. I feel like Pericles is for people like me who don't play a lot of D&D, that it gets you that story and everything. And plus, it is just kind of funny that you can just fall on top of each other, and you can literally have a pile of bodies in a tussled area, which is hilarious because they're all acrylic standees. And so literally, one of the actions you can do is take the bottom off, and the enemies will do this and pile on top of the other people,
pretty funny.
Knock them over, and then you can only use certain weapons and everything. It looks cool, and the story looks cool. I haven't told you about this one.
No.
And the dice look really cool, and it's all on your computer. It's not an app; it's a computer thing. that you use to tell the story, but then you have all these boards that you're playing on, which is cool.
You said you'd prefer Colat. But
I will take Resident Evil. Okay, got you, Saval. Got you.
All right, you ready for yours?
Yeah. So my number 5 is Deliverance. What a difference.
Matt, he's late. He's here. Thank you, Matt, for joining.
Matt,
Awesome
thanks
to
for
see you.
joining.
Okay, let's get Deliverance on here. Boom, Deliverance.
Pericles in on a lot of people's top. Oh, it is on the top 5.
Oh,
wow,
really?
Actually, I'm amazed. I haven't
We'll have
heard
to
a
give
lot
it a
of
shot.
people
We'll
playing
look at
it.
that.
So that's really interesting. Once again, it's just the computer app. It's so hard to record. But otherwise, I'm interested in trying it. Okay. Deliverance. This is a 1 to 4 player cooperative experience. You can play a one-off. You can play a campaign. You're playing as angels taking down demons. So you're basically taking out those Resident Evil things.
Resident Evil.
And your angels, what's really cool about this game is there's kind of 2 big things that are cool. You've got a courage mechanic that as you're doing actions, you can gain courage and then you use courage to do bigger actions. You start off with 4 unique actions to your angel. So every angel has 4 unique actions, which is cool. None of them really overlap. They're all going to be different. You all have a pray action at the bottom. That's all the same. But otherwise, you've got all these different actions. You got different combinations. You can play in a skirmish one-off mode where you go against 2 to 4 battle cards and then you go against a big boss. Or you can play the campaign where you follow actually a storyline and you can slowly level up your angel. And your angel can level up in different ways.
Yeah.
You can gain talents or you can gain heavenly treasures. And it's really cool how those work. The heavenly treasures can increase the abilities of your basic angel. So my angel deals strength worth of damage, and you can increase your strength, so then your strength becomes stronger. Or your talents can give you, hey, now all of a sudden I can do this cool thing for free. Or I can do a cool new action. So really cool. I love how it plays. Also, if you like the theme is totally cool. And I love the designer. His name is Andrew Lowen, and it's one of his first games. He's
Super
just
nice
a
guy.
great individual, just a wonderful person. And so, yeah, Deliverance is my number 5. I love it. I want to play more of it. I haven't played enough of it to give a full review, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Brian is late. He said he's later
Brian.
than Matt.
How can you be late? I mean,
late.
give him the look.
Check this out. Steve over at the Co-op Guild. If you're
Literally
not subscribing-
prepping for his
Yep,
Deliverance. Yes,
So if you
check out Co-op Guild to see it.
I'll make sure that Colin puts a link to it in the description.
I
of the video.
will. I'll actually do it unlike him. Yeah.
don't ever
I even
remember.
did links
I
in the
saw that.
Terrascape.
You
Did you
did
see
that too.
that?
That
See
was
it?
so good.
Look at
That was
that.
super good.
I forget. See, it used to be when I wasn't on this channel. He was, I don't know links on. I'm like, he's never going to put links on it. But now I can actually do it.
Everything.
I can do it.
Oh, he's going to put timestamps and everything, I hope.
Oh,
Dan would like to play
I
this
hope you
one.
can play it. It is fun.
It is really
fun.
cool.
And the upgraded components, the courage, are literally these metal tokens that they look really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love it. My kids are
Jude,
gonna
good
love
to
it.
see you. Thank you for joining again. Good evening.
Jude, appreciate
Solid
you
list
joining.
So far, yes.
Should have backed
backed
it. The devil made me not. Brian, that's awesome. I just got distracted playing
what?
Evacuation. I don't know what that was.
Solo. Huh.
Elaborate on the theme. Are you talking about evacuation? Because I don't know.
No, I think he's talking about Deliverance.
Oh, this is angels versus demons. That's what so you are angels taking down demons. You have darkness cards that are coming out, and you have to cast them down. But yeah, that's kind of the theme
There's
of
a
the
Christian
game.
theme, but it's not really shoved down your throat. It's
It
more
really
based
isn't.
on the game.
It's
which is really cool.
It's much more just about angels taking down demons,
that's
right? I
really
mean,
what it is.
yeah, it's just it's a board game with an angel, and you can pray, and you can gain talents and everything like that, and heavenly treasures. So yeah,
Greg, awesome to have you here. Oh my gosh,
Greg
just want to
Yo.
say hi, Greg Yo.
sitting on an oil rig in Norway. Oh my
I just wanted to
gosh.
say, love your content, keep the good work. Thank you so much for joining. It's awesome to have you here.
Yeah, appreciate
Glad
it.
to have you here. That's super good. Diablo style. Actually, yeah, very similar
Yes,
to Diablo.
actually very similar to Diablo.
That's
And I
exactly
played Diablo. I can actually say
I
that.
can't even believe
Oh my gosh. Oh. I know. It only took till Diablo 4 for me to actually play. I haven't played 1, 2, or 3.
I played all the other ones.
I'm not nearly as cool as you.
No, you're
okay?
not.
Yeah. My group goes into a den that has a dragon in it. Ranger charms a goat into to go in it. Wizard casts light on the goat. Goat goes in, gets
Eaten by dragon.
players fall over themselves to escape. Nice. All right, number
Diablo
5.
4 is good, 3 is crap, and 2 is the best.
Oh,
There you
well,
go.
2 is the best. Okay,
There you
good
go.
to know, Saval.
All right, where are we?
Games you would love if it had a different theme.
Okay, so I've got one for this.
Okay, I want to
Believe it
hear.
or not, because this was super hard
I
for me.
really wanted to hear this.
Super hard for me because a theme never matters to me when it comes to whether or not I will try a game.
Yes, you play
I will
bloody
play
games,
anything.
you play
The
happy-go-lucky
happy-go-lucky games.
Yeah,
Love them
everything
all.
in the middle.
Anything that, I just love to try games. I love to play games, right? So the one I've got on my list is the original Shadows of Brimstone. Because
it's
I
Wild
did not
West.
like the Wild West theme. I was like, I don't want to play a dungeon called Wild Wild West, but I picked up the next one, which was Forbidden Fortress, because I loved the fact that it was in feudal Japan.
That's awesome.
And I have the one now with the Vikings and all that because I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I could, but I was, this one took me forever to think of. I couldn't think of a
I
theme.
couldn't think of one either. I mean, I had a hard time with this, but that's really interesting because the one that connected with me most that I actually have fully painted is the Wild West one.
Yes.
So I have the Wild West. That's perfect. I have the Wild West. You have the other ones. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because see, I like the Wild West better than, although it has Cthulhu in it, which I don't love. Because I have enough, there's Cthulhu in everything, right? I'm so tired of Cthulhu. But I love Wild West. I love that idea, gunslinging and, cowboy hats.
Cowboy hat.
But yeah, that's awesome. All right. I actually have two on my list.
Yeah, put your other one.
Okay, first one was Wingspan, just because I don't like birds. I don't like birds, really. I don't hate them.
That'd be Robin. My wife
like
can't.
them. Yeah.
Mine will still like
If you like the idea of Wingspan, but you want slightly more complexity and not about birds, Raising Robots. That's what I'd recommend. Raising Robots, way better. Actually, I have no idea. I've never
almost made my list.
Yeah, it almost made my list.
Yeah.
But Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
We played it, and I just didn't love it. And I think it's because of the theme. Because I actually think the mechanics of the game is awesome.
I think that's one of the ones we should try again.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those I try again and I'll like it. That's another one where we discovered that when we play a game just to record it, it was, when we were doing edited recording, it was not fun. We ended up not liking the games.
We liked doing it with each other, but we didn't like the game once we were done playing it.
Yeah, it's just so much work, man.
We got nothing out of the game because what are we doing again? Where are we doing?
And then Bairnt had to say things 8 billion times because he talks just like this. I'm like, no, dude, you can't say that in the video. I'm going to go with the thing, and I'm going to move that foot over there. No,
I'm going to do this with that, and I can't even pronounce this guy's name.
Do you remember doing Pandemic Legacy Season 0?
Because could never say it.
It took you 20 minutes
I think I finally had you read it because I couldn't read the name.
Bairnt's going to move to Kazakhstan. And then that was hilarious.
I was like, Kazakhstan, I couldn't say anything.
So anyways, maybe I'll like that
I was surprised for one, when it came to a different theme, I'm surprised that you didn't. I was thinking you might actually try Kingdom Death if it's a different theme.
No, because we tried Aeon's Trespass, and I still didn't really love it.
Didn't love it, all right.
So that's why I
did.
Yeah, that's a really good call out.
Yeah.
But I did not love Aeon's Trespass when we played it. Now, that could have been because someone didn't know all the rules. And so it might have just been we were having rule challenges. Yeah. Not blaming you, because we were doing that at the last minute. And so I wonder if I would enjoy that more if I read the rule book. Probably. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's number 5.
Brent would like you to try your whirlwind tour with Barbarian.
Do you want to hear this story?
You should tell the story, man.
This is how pathetic. Okay, everyone.
Colin does not play a lot of video games. Let's premise this.
Okay.
We're playing Diablo 4.
We're playing Diablo 4, and I'm playing a Barbarian. Nice and simple. And they're like, oh, get the whirlwind as your first skill.
We're all on separate consoles in our house with our headsets on, talking to each other.
And I get right in the middle of the enemies, and I have my controller, and it's a whirlwind. You spin around, so I take the controller and the little thumb thing, and I just spin around like this as fast as I can, thinking that means I'm doing whirlwind. So I'm just spinning and spinning and spinning. We keep going into combat, and I keep spinning. And you have to
remember, the three of us are like shooting things, and then there's sparkles flying,
and I think I'm doing great. But I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, whirlwind is so exhausting. My thumb is getting so tired. And they're like, why is your thumb getting tired?
And all of a sudden we stopped, and we saw him just sitting in the middle of a bunch of enemies, just spinning in a circle. And obviously not doing anything, because he's supposed to press the button.
Brent goes, wait, Colin, are you just using your joystick, or are you holding down the B button? And I was like, the B button? No, I'm just spinning the joystick. I'm like, no, you've got to hold the B button, and that will cause you to whirl. Turns out I was a way better barbarian after that.
A little bit. Obsession is one game they're talking about when it comes to needing a different theme.
What is Obsession? I've never played that one. I don't know. I haven't played that one. Okay.
But Tim totally agrees with me as Shadow of Brimstone.
I love the theme of a Western. Maybe I don't love Western movies.
You love Westerns?
Yes. I love Westerns.
Well, a lot of stuff here.
I love the Wild West theme. I agree.
Brimstones is one of my lifestyle games. I have it all painted up through the last Kickstarter Wave 1. Wow. I've got the Wave 1 built.
That's awesome.
I haven't painted
that is awesome.
What's the category?
This was games you would love if it had a different theme.
Yeah.
Games that you...
Matt, he tells me. Okay.
Blood Bowl, which is a push your luck game, but I like Trick Shot,
which is also
a push your luck game, and I like Trick Shot better. You guys want to try that Trick Shot 2nd edition?
Mm.
I've never even heard of that.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll have to look that one up. I play a fire sorceress.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go. Yep.
You were playing the fire.
I was doing that. That was
he
good
was
stuff.
lighting everything. I mean, he was killing everything before I could get there and spin around and do nothing.
Good stuff. Westerns are great. The storytelling
yes.
dynamics.
Yes, Obsession is like the Jane Austen Victorian
theme. Oh,
wait, I'm awake now. Yeah, that's like one of Brent's games.
Wow.
Brent is the big Euro gamer, and whenever we play those, yeah. No, okay, I'm just kidding.
There you
All
go.
right, we're on to number 4, dude.
So when Bairnt and the others are fighting, Colin's barbarian is having his own dance party in the dungeon.
Party.
Fun time. That's what exactly you were doing.
Yes. But I got tired. It's a lot of work. My thumb was literally cramping up.
Dances, trick shots, awesome.
Hockey on a table. With
strategy and fun.
Okay,
huh?
we'll have to look that up. Although I'm not a hockey
Downtown
person.
Abbey in a board game. Oh boy, I've never seen this show.
Obsession is Downtown Abbey in a board game.
No.
Downtown Abbey.
We do need more dance on this channel. Ask my wife about that. She'll say I'm not allowed to dance in public.
I'm not either. There's a reason.
Only time I'm allowed to dance is if I'm at a wedding. I'm not allowed to dance
Okay.
unless that.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's the deal.
All right.
Where are we over here?
We're on number 4, man.
Number 4. Oh,
And I'm realizing that I didn't update this list after I missed a game on here. So I'm just going to put it also at, I'll talk about
I was kind of wondering when I saw your list.
I don't know
think
how I missed that.
I think I know exactly what game it is
Oh my
because it's my
God.
number 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm pretty
there you go.
sure. We've got Nova here as my number 4.
Oh, yeah, we're on Nova. That's
Yep.
right.
This one's a lot of
Wait,
fun.
what is it? Nova what?
Nova.
Oh, it's on your head. Nova what? You need to tell them the whole name. If they look up Nova, they won't find it.
No Renaissance.
That was...
No, it wasn't good. I
I'm
can't
giving
say
it to
this
you. I'm
game.
giving it to you, man. Okay, just take it.
So anyway, this is a dungeon crawler set
Brent said it'd be
in
better with a new theme too
Yeah.
for Obsession.
dungeon crawler set in the Italian Renaissance.
Are you sure it's Italian? What did you think before?
I don't know.
It was in the what did you told me?
I thought it was the French Renaissance. I even put it in the video. And as I'm talking about, and I'm even holding the map of Italy in my hand, and I'm showing it to people going
everybody
oh,
know?
it's a French Renaissance.
He was a history major. A history major. And he's there.
Yes,
oh yeah, it's the French.
It wasn't really history. I majored in European and Russian history. That was the best part.
European and Russian history. Oh my gosh. That literally made my day. When you
Can't
told me
tell
that,
France
I
and-
fell off my
Gosh,
chair.
I'm
It was
so bad.
amazing.
Oh.
It's okay.
French
All right.
Renaissance.
All right, keep going. What
So
about
anyway,
the game? What
the
is
cool
what is
thing
like
about
the
it
game?
is that it has. We talked about it a little bit. The turn system is based on how much you do in a turn. You get to move only a certain amount on this little dial, and when the turn thing gets to you get to activate again. So if you do little things, you'll activate more. But if you do one big thing, like move 2 and hit for all you got, it's going to take you a while to get back to it before the enemies get to activate. Now, of course, they do kind of mitigate a little bit of I'm going to move 2 steps, and then the next time I can activate before the enemy is because they're 1 step ahead of me. You have to at least activate up to where the next enemy is. You can't just do
Cine
that.
Tempore, is that the same company that did
Yes.
this? Because that Cine Tempore, that was
They're
the
the
big
same
thing
thing?
for that one.
Okay.
Okay. And it was
Yep.
a cool
I think
mechanic
they did
of...
this one. I'm trying to think that.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They did Assassin's Creed too. I think it's the same company. I could be wrong. No, it's not because
No,
they're in the game.
Assassin's Creed is a
It's in,
different
No, I think he's in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in the
okay.
game.
Okay.
But people can let me know if I'm wrong because there's a chance that might have happened.
I mean,
Anyway, I like the fact that it kind of puts a little twist on the dungeon crawl where it's you're actually in a Renaissance period.
Yeah.
I like the 8-sided dice that actually have
the things on
they
the
have,
sides.
yeah, they have symbols on the sides that activate abilities too. So even if you roll 1, something still can help you if you actually hit. Like somebody's got the assassin or the rogue character has the ability that if she hits and any other dice if another dice has the moon symbol, which is the 1, you get to do an extra damage because it's a lethal hit or something. You know what I mean? So,
Yep, you got it.
you've got different. You also have a hate meter. It's called something that's cool because that helps you decide where the enemies activate and stuff. I will say the enemy activation is a little wonky until you kind of get it down.
That was the same with Cine Tempore.
Okay, was it?
I did my playthrough and everyone was like, no, you did it wrong. You did this weird. Yeah, it was very weird.
And I was looking at the book and I even had it and I had the camera on it going it says it's supposed to go toward, but then this also says over it, so it's a little weird. But overall, I did 90% of it right, so I was pretty happy about that. Now, when I
90% of a plan.
Yeah, and when I continue the playthrough, hopefully this week, I'll be able to hopefully hammer it home perfectly. That's
And Serval, it's kind of like the sundial, where you got the a little dial here, and then as you go around it, then whoever's the farthest back gets to activate next.
Yes.
A lot of
The one
competitive
that's shaped
games
like a
use this
pizza.
too.
Yes.
A lot of
Sundial.
so a game Trekking Through History, I think, is one of those history games, Trekking Through History, that also uses
Oh, it is
that
a different
same
company.
one.
Okay.
It is a different company. But is it the same company as Cine Tempore?
I think it is the same company as Cine
Okay, I'm
Tempore.
pretty sure it is because I think I remember, and they've got the 3D terrain,
They have
right?
the 3D terrain.
Yeah, just like Cine Tempore
which is pretty
had.
cool. You got
Yeah.
buildings and things like
Yeah.
that, which is pretty neat. Trees and all that.
Yep, that's just like Cine Tempore.
And there's a lot of people
Cine
talking about
Tempore.
Trick Shot that we should give it a shot. I will give it to you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, all right. Send it my way. We'll give it a shot. We'll play it.
I'm not a hockey person. I've never, which is
I
hilarious.
played
I'm in
hockey
Minnesota.
when I was
and
young.
Did you? Okay.
For
That's the
about
one
2
sport I
years.
didn't do. Basketball, baseball, football, and soccer. I did all of those. Didn't do hockey.
I'm going to date myself, and some people might actually know this, but we had a North Star. This is back when we had the Minnesota North Stars. You remember
yeah.
the Minnesota North
No.
Stars? Nope. Okay. So we had the Minnesota North Stars. There's a member of the Minnesota North Stars named Neil Broughton. I didn't realize this, but I mean, I know a little bit more now that he's my mom's cousin. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because I
That
used
is
to go to a
cool.
lot of North Stars games. I didn't realize that it was my mom's cousin was helping provide tickets so that we could go to these. I even got to go down to the locker room and meet some of the North Stars when I was young.
Wow.
That would never happen now. You'd not be close to getting down there.
Oh my gosh.
But it was kind of, but of course, they weren't the most reliable people. So sometimes we wouldn't get the tickets, and I'd be upset that we didn't get the tickets. And
Yeah.
so my mom kind of said, let's just stop the tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not fair to have them sitting here waiting for you, and nobody's coming to get, so we can go to the
Yep.
game. So
Yep.
anyway, but that's a long story. Anyway, so yes, I played hockey. I know hockey. But I haven't really gotten into hockey as much as I used to.
I literally don't know any of the rules. So whenever there's a whistle blowing and something about offsides, I'm like, what the heck is the
see, I know all that.
offsides?
I know the rules and
Yeah.
everything. That's good stuff.
But okay, all right. So
Where are
now we're on. Now,
yours.
Oh yeah. Wait, are you number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep
Ready?
Rock Galactic.
There he goes.
Boom. Dwarves taking down alien bugs and mining the walls for resources and finding new paths, and it's awesome. The minis are awesome. The gameplay's pretty quick. I like it with 2 to 3
Rocket
players
Road.
or solo. Actually, really, I like playing solo with 3 characters. That's
Okay.
my favorite way of playing solo with 3 characters because it gives you enough variety, and you have to be very tactical in where you're going. But when you're playing with 4, it can get a little long. But man, I love this game. Love how it works. I got painted minis from our buddy Bill, who
Yep.
at least was on here. I don't know if he still is. But man, they look so freaking good.
He's a professional painter, by
yes,
the way.
he
So
is
if you
a-
want some things painted, I think in our Oathsworn stream, I think we have a lot of Bill's
information on Bill's, but I'll put it on there
Try to
because
put it on
I know
here,
how
too.
to do that, and I
Yeah.
do it. So I'll put that in. Don't worry.
don't
I'm just
do
giving you a
that
hard
stuff.
time, man.
I need all the help I can get.
But yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's this game. Love it. It's dice chucking, so lots of dice chucking in it, but it's just a great game. A lot of fun.
And Truman Family Brick even says that Trick Shot's fantastic.
Okay,
We'll have
cool.
to give that a shot.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely check that out. Thoughts on Warhammer 40K and Elder Scrolls? Haven't played either one.
Okay, so my son just got a what do you call it? The 40K. He just got the Demon box for the actual 40K game.
Yeah.
The actual war game. I know they've put out some board games based on 40K and stuff. I haven't played any of those. Thoughts on Elder Scrolls? I don't have any thoughts on Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't played.
We're waiting for it.
Yeah.
I think I backed that one.
Did you? Oh yeah, you did.
I think.
Yeah,
Is
you
that the
did.
chip theory one?
Yeah, it's chip theory.
Yeah, I backed that. We're hoping for good things.
Yeah.
Hoping for good things. Cross our fingers.
Yeah, you and I have not been the greatest lover. We don't love
Chip theory.
chip theories games most of the time,
Yeah.
so we're gonna give it a shot.
But we
we'll see.
keep trying them because we like. Because
Yeah.
I have to admit, the
Eventually one will
company's
stick.
super cool.
Oh,
I've
the
met the
company's
guys. They're
awesome.
amazing people.
Yeah, and they're Minnesota.
And they're from Minnesota. They're from
Yeah.
Plymouth, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Rock and
and
Stone,
Stone.
baby. Deep Rock has been turning.
Steve, yes, an evergreen game. Yeah, you just can't, awesome. And I'm excited for the expansions as well. Because the one thing that's missing is that each mission is somewhat similar, where you're just trying to do some things and then get back to the ship, the drop ship. And so it kind of needs, it'd be nice to have some different missions set up. There is, Steve will tell you in the chat that there's an app where you can make a random generated mission, which is cool. But I think the expansion is going to add more to that and everything. So
Sweetness.
all right, that was number 4, right?
Yeah, it was number 4.
So
What do we got over
our
here?
number 4 here: games with rules that cause nightmares.
I have League of Dungeoneers on this one. This was a 100-page rule book.
So
I got the game from Colin, and he said, it's up to you if you want to do anything with this
I
game.
said, just unbox it. That's
Just
all you got
unbox
to do.
it, show them what's in it. I unboxed it, and as I was looking through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this game looks really cool. It does all these neat things. And I'm going to do a playthrough of this. And I did a playthrough, and I didn't realize, it took me like a week, 2 weeks to prep for this playthrough. And I didn't even have minis to paint. And it was just, because there were so many rules about so many things. It's such a realistic type game, and
Well,
that's
it's basically D&D in a box, like you were saying, but
And
then
they're
all
really
the
trying-
rules are pre-described.
Right. And they are, and there's not really a lot of strict. Like sometimes you get those rule books that are 5 pages, and all of a sudden you're going like, well, what if I did this? And all of a sudden now you got ambiguity.
Yeah.
Ambiguity?
Ambiguity? But that is a myth. That's myth, right?
That happens.
Get a poison. What does a poison do?
No,
Doesn't say.
yeah.
Who knows? But
So anyway, this one told you all the rules, and it had all these like ways. But then you had again all these like pyramids of how things activated and what we're doing and where they're going and how they're doing it. And I was like, "Ah!" So if this was the one game you had and you loved and enjoyed these type of games, this was going to be super cool. And by far, it's my favorite. There were 3 that kind of came out in that genre of like. The old school dungeon crawler games.
Dungeon Crusade was another one.
Dungeon Crusade.
I can't remember the third one.
It was Dungeon Crusade, League of Dungeoneers, and who was the really nice guy that made one?
Wasn't that Roger from Dungeon Crusade?
He was the Dungeon Crusade guy? Okay, yeah. There was one more guy. One more. I forget what it's called. But anyway, those are the 3. And this was my favorite of them after reading the 100-page rule book on that one. And then I saw the other ones were both 100 pages. I was like, one's enough.
One is enough.
But
I
you
still
did
can't
one of
believe
those,
you did that.
didn't you?
I did one of them.
Yeah.
Dungeon Crusade.
You did the Dungeon Crusade.
Won't do that again.
That's
it was
fun.
a great guy. Roger's a wonderful guy.
Oh, yeah. Super good.
Yeah.
I'm
not a 40K.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Dungeon Universalis.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
That was the other one that came out
And
at the same time.
I'm not a 40K lore person.
I don't know a lot about
anything.
lore. I'm actually going to start learning it because my son just got the Demon Army. So I'm going to try to start learning a little bit about it so that
Liquefied pork.
we can play. So there we go. Yep, Dungeon Universalis. Liquefied pork.
That is a really good example of one.
Yeah.
Any other ones?
No.
Okay. I had 3 really quick ones. Sword and Sorcery.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great rule book.
Mm-hmm.
It is overwhelming. It is one
56
where
pages.
if you don't play it very often, so I actually did a
full playthrough.
campaign playthrough, 20-some missions on one stop. It was great. And at that time, I was like, I don't need the rules. It's wonderful. I know all of them. But once I took 6 months away from that game, I'd have to almost start all the way over. And I just couldn't get myself to do it. I couldn't. So, Sword and Sorcery. If you've ever played CO2.
Oh.
CO2, that game, oh my gosh. I played it once with my wife. We actually really enjoyed it. I still have it. I haven't... It's so cool when you do it. It's one of those games, though, that you literally will set the game up, randomly set stuff up, and you can just sit there and plan the whole freaking game out. Which, yeah, you can decide if you like that or not. But that's the type of game it is, and there's so many rules. Wow. And then the third one, and this one is a big shout out to my wife, who's probably giving me a hard time. Yep, she's putting it right there. Virus. So this is a quick story time. When I first started the channel, Monica, my wife, wanted to be very supportive.
Yeah.
Right? She was very excited for me. I had 12 subscribers. And I was learning all these games. I was reading all these rules. And she was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to help you. Can you tell me a game that you want to read the rules? I'll read it for you and I'll teach it to you. And I was like, really? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I took this game. I just got this game from, I can't remember where. It's called Virus. If you look up Virus, you'll find it. It's horrible. It's a real-time action selection, crazy zombies are showing up. You have to, the rule book was insane. I gave it to Monica. She tried to learn it. We did a playthrough of it.
Did you even know what you were doing? Did you even know you were giving this poison to her? Did you look at the
Can I be honest and say I did know? I knew it was going to be bad, but I was like, I don't want to read it. I shouldn't have done that. It was a terrible decision on my part because ever since then, she's never read a rule book. She never has.
Amazing.
So first of all, I hurt myself. Second of all, she after that game, she would not play games with me for a long time. But that is why I started solo playing for so long because I made her read the rules to Virus. It was a legitimate board game, Virus. Look up that game, Virus. You will see why. I mean, the game is terrible, and it was insanely challenging to understand, and I made my wife read those rules. Anyways, I learned that one the hard way.
That's hilarious. Oh my
yes, Steve talks about Voidfall. I haven't read that one, but I understand from reading about that one. Oh my gosh.
Truman says that he is going to play League of Dungeons, but use the Massive Dark Ninjas. Great idea.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And like I said, when I played it, it was a good game. It was just not something I could devote the time in my life to continue playing.
If you weren't playing D&D with a group, that'd be great. But you're already playing D&D. You're doing other games on the channel. Makes sense.
40K, yes, for the Empire.
Okay, so that was number 4. Let's go to number 3.
Okay, ready? Here's the one you should have put on number 3.
I should have put on.
Kinfire.
Yeah.
When I saw your list, I was like, where is Kinfire?
I don't know what went on with my brain. I think, once again, I was doing this at work, so I apologize.
Yep, and it's funny because if you've noticed, there's only one game that's overlapped until now that we've actually played. Because it's interesting, now that we work together on their channel, we don't really play. We play games for the channel, and the ones we think are really cool, those are the ones we play together.
Yes.
And
you're
so
right.
there are such a lot of differences because we are now not both getting a copy of this or a copy of that.
It works
So
actually really well.
it works out perfect.
Yeah.
So anyway, Kid Fire, we did play this together for a little while. Now we're both playing with our families.
I actually love playing with you.
Yeah,
I played
I had
with
a great
you
time.
first with you and Steve.
Yep.
Second, just streaming with you. So I've loved this game.
And this is also a big surprise. If you watch Steve over at the Co-op Guild, we were all on there last week talking about like favorite game, most biggest hidden gems, things like this. This was like my big surprise because I was surprised that after playing it, it worked.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much fun this game was. The story in it was awesome. Using the cards to tell that story instead of a book where you're reading out of worked fine, worked great. I loved it. They're short, sweet, like quick, boom, boom, boom. And even the combats, quick, boom, boom, boom. And pulling the tokens worked.
Yeah.
So it really was a fun game to play. Even with you, it was fun to play.
I mean, that's saying something.
I can't believe
Most games aren't that much fun. So,
but I had a fun time playing with you guys at Gen Con. I had a fun time playing with my family. I've had a ton time playing with. We just played it live. I thought it was great. So Kinfire is number 3. For those of you that haven't seen it, I would recommend giving it a shot and seeing what you think. They're one biggest what is that initiative bag? There's a bag where it's got all the tokens and you pull them out one by one to see who activates. The monster could go like 4 times.
Or you guys could
or
go
you
4 or
could
5
go 4
times and totally kill the.
You never know. That's the deal.
Yeah.
So
it's one I don't know why I love it, but for whatever reason I forgot to put it on my dang list. I even had it as my top co-op.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Over
so
there.
I apologize. It should be here, but I'm still going to talk about my number 3.
You should talk about your number 3.
So
let's see what we got here. We got what is this?
That's my wife. The game was way better than the rules. Not that that's saying much.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was talking about virus.
Yeah.
Yes, but still, that game was terrible.
League of Engineers is a support system for people who miss Warhammer Quest. Yes, that's a lot of people are looking for that like feel because that game is super good. Awesome to see
Cool
you.
T-shirt.
Thank you so much.
Alarine?
Alarine. I'm sorry if we pronounced the name wrong.
Alarine. That's how
cool
I would
shirt.
say it.
Thank you. I'm glad you like my Death Note shirt. My wife bought this for me.
I thought you were talking about mine.
No. your see-through bear shirt.
Bear shirt. Oh my gosh, look at it. There's a face right on it.
If I ever need to show any part of the background where you are, I'll just have you open your shirt.
Oh my. Don't ever say that again. But yes, that was awesome. Okay, so my number 3 really probably should have been Kinfire. But Monster Hunter, the world game, Monster Hunter World. I really enjoyed that game.
But this game did not make my list because I've only played it once.
Yeah, I've played it 11 times, and I've really enjoyed it. Played with my kids, actually. They liked it. Played it on my own. Yeah. Colin is so transparent. I am. I'm just going to tell you like it is.
Awesome.
Okay.
It's so transparent. Yes, he's talking about the shirt.
Well, I know. That's why I'm trying to be funny.
You're being funny. Love it. Okay,
I'm telling like it is. Plus, there's my shirt. Okay. But yeah, I love this boss battler with a little small adventure at the beginning of each one. You collect resources to make better gear to then take on stronger bosses. If you like the video game at all, it's actually very similar to the video game from what I hear. I haven't played the video game. I don't play a ton of video games. But it's super awesome minis. Oh my gosh. The monsters look really cool. The card play mechanic is actually really interesting. This is Steam Forged Games, so it was definitely a potential you don't know.
And you're already waiting for a pack or something.
Yes, and one of the biggest reasons why I haven't played it on this channel yet is because we're waiting for. I mean, this just shows you all of the things that tell you how you can upgrade your weapons and gear were wrong in the Kickstarter version. So they're sending us all new ones that tell us all the stuff. They put it online and you can print it out, but I couldn't get it to print out well. And so I said, you know what, I'm just waiting, and when I get the actual thing, I'll play through it. But I have played it 11 times and have loved it. So that's Monster Hunter World. I've had a good time with the video game version. You talked me out of the board game though. Yes. Well, Brett, you don't need it because I got it. So we can play it. And if you ever want to play, I just give it to you and you can play it. Boom. Plus, I have fully painted huge bosses from no other than Bill. And they look amazing. And so when we put them on the table, except for one. Cool. One of them is painted by
that's right. Here. I paid one because I did a painting stream for it.
That's right. I appreciate that. But yes. now I need to rewatch Death Note.
Now you do, because that's absolutely amazing anime.
Oh, is that from your show?
Oh, it's
Okay.
so good.
Okay.
It's so, it was when I first met my wife. My wife wasn't into anime, and this is actually one that it just started coming out. I think I watched on DVD, and she actually bought me, like, we watched the first DVD, and then she actually bought me the shirt with like the second DVD when it came out. So we watched all these when they slowly came out, or whatever, the back set or something. I can't remember how we did it, but it was actually kind of cool. It was the first time she ever watched anime.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, that was number 3.
I have to admit, my wife is very, very loving in the fact that she likes to try and learn about the things that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot more than I am.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I don't do as much as I should.
Well, now that we're revealing this, so what is it that you should learn more about so we can put you on the spot? What is it that Robin really likes?
She likes lovey-dovey movies.
Well, you should watch one with her. Yeah,
I don't like them.
Isn't Alien a lovey-dovey movie? The aliens love the humans and eat them.
Yeah, watch Ninja Scroll. I've seen Ninja Scroll. It's a good one.
Okay, so our number 3 was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Best game someone else owns.
I have Unsettled.
Oh, dude.
You got Unsettled. And it was funny because I was trying to think of some other ones. I was thinking about all the games we've played together, and then I just thought I should just put Colin's collection.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could, right? I could just say Baird's collection, right? I mean,
but I put Unsettled. I figured I'll go with one. I couldn't think of too many more just off the top of my head. Well, you got a million.
That's a great one. No, I only have 2.
Oh, okay.
Nemesis.
Oh,
I love Nemesis, man.
Super good.
And playing with you is even better.
Nah.
But, just playing in general, I really like it. You own that one. And the other one is Great Western Trail New Zealand. I love that game. I've played all 3 of the Great Western Trails.
I've never played Great Western Trail.
No, we need to teach you that one, but we might start with just the regular one first because New Zealand is a lot. But Brent owns that one, but I love that game. So Great Western Trail is my favorite that someone else owns. Okay, we're on to number 2, man.
How's your paint job on Monster Hunter? Can we view it on Board Game Geek? Do you have your playthrough up on Board Game Geek with the monsters?
Yeah, but I don't have Bill's. But I have yours. Yeah, it's on Board Game Geek. If you look up One Stop Monster Hunter, you'll see the monster that Bairnt painted. I haven't shown any of the ones that Bill's painted because I'm waiting for that upgraded pack, which is supposed to come in January this month. And then hopefully I'm going to put it on this channel. That's the plan.
We can play it together.
Yeah, I would do that with you. I would do that with you. We could play a short 15-day campaign or something like that. Okay, number 2. We're on number 2.
Oh, we're on number 2. All right, ready? Here's mine. Gambler's Chess. Kingdom Death Monster. I love this game. And when the Gambler's Chess came out, I had to cheat. And by the way, I even cheated with a picture. I couldn't find a good picture of Gambler's Chess, so I just found one.
That's someone's floor. I get you.
I noticed it actually is a picture off somebody's eBay. So I have no idea, so I'm helping promote a sales game.
It's hilarious. Go to eBay. You can get it.
Find it right out.
What is it about this game that you like so much? I'm curious.
Fact that you have this boss battling civ builder that you're doing the whole time, and that there's so many different things that can happen to you in this game that it always comes back to a story that you can't ever forget. Things happen in this game that you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. If you talk to anybody about Kingdom Death Monster that's played this, and like even played through maybe the first 5 years or something, at one point you're going to get something like, you want to know what happened to me in that game? It was super cool. This happened. I couldn't believe it happened. Like, oh yeah, we had the same happen too. But wasn't that we did this, and then we hit the monster, and we actually got this super so you get these like weird stories that somehow create this world that's not really explained to you even from the start of the game. It's just all of a sudden you wake up and you have to fight this lion, and you're not even sure what you're doing. Then you make this settlement, and you're not sure what the settlement's all about. And it really brings about this awesome thing. What's this? Truman Family Brick.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm watching on my phone.
I'm a police officer,
and I got a call.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks for your service. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you do. You are amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Really
so
appreciate it, Truman Family. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So anyway,
so it's the emergent narrative that comes from the game that helps you remember it after. I think that one of the things that I cherish the most about games is after I've played, if I remember it for an extended period of time. For example, I remember many of my Gloomhaven plays with my group of 4.
Oh, sure.
I remember so many things from our Oathsworn play.
Yeah.
When we played Sleeping Gods, I remember so many events happening during Sleeping Gods. And that to me means that I liked the game, or to me, that's what's important, is that I remember those experiences, right?
And you get that from this. And even the Gambler's Chess, brings about new things to this game that make the game different enough. And it's interesting because you can just put in certain changes to monsters, take one out, put a new one in, and it adds different events that are going to happen to your deck. It adds different like disorders, different innovations.
Disorders?
Yeah, you get disorders. You could be like a binge eater where you have to every time you come back to civilization, you have to eat something that's consumable at some point, or you can't go on the next hunt or something. So yeah, like these things happen to your survivors. It's
all random though.
A lot of it is. A lot of it's very random. I mean, there are
that's okay.
There are set events that do take place in the game that as you go forward, these certain things happen at certain timelines. But there's always at that point you draw a settlement event, which is a deck of cards that you draw, and that happens to your settlement for that turn. And then you go on the hunt, and the hunt things happen to you in the hunt. There's 100 different things that could happen that you read through this little book, and they're not like groundbreaking, like 60-page narratives. It's just like maybe a couple paragraphs, and then maybe a test, or you have to choose something, or something just happens to you. Okay. And it's kind of cool that these happen, and you kind of think about, and that's how the world opens up to you. Okay. That's how you feel how the world is. Like you could have something where you're walking and all of a sudden you feel like you're like not in the same, like something could be happening to you, or you find like a sword laying around. You pick up the sword, or you're going through some like all of a sudden you go through a swampy area that like have these like geysers coming out. Do you deal with the geysers? You want to skip the geysers and go around and have to maybe roll 2 more times this book, or we get a chance to go through the geysers? You got to make these choices. And then of course some of the hunt events have to do specifically with the monster that you're coming. So all of a sudden you're hearing this singing happening because you're getting closer to this monster. So the singing is happening. If you're not able to sing with them, then you have to roll on one table. If you can sing with them, you have to roll a different table. That can be good for you. You never know. So yeah, you have all these different things that happen. All that things are always happening to you. That's the best part. And the monster never fights the same, because a lot of times they'll say like put 6 of the 8 basic or 6 of the 18 basic like attacks into the deck.
Yeah, so you don't know
4 of the
things.
12 advanced. So you never know how it advanced. You kind of get an idea of how the monster fights, but you never know exactly what it's going to be doing, which is another reason I like it. I could talk forever about how cool Kingdom Death Monster is. And if you're interested in seeing Kingdom Death Monster, I may have done a 41 playthrough on my channel, I think.
Plus you started another one for
yes,
the
I am starting Gambler's Chest. I feel that I have not given it the service it should. When I originally did the Kingdom Death one, I was able to focus on it a lot more, but I haven't been able to focus on the Gambler's Chest as much as I did when I came to the original Kingdom Death Monster box. And so it is my fault, and I'm working on trying to get a more consistent play on it. I'm hoping to get one out once a week, and that was my goal when I first started it, but it really hasn't happened, so we'll see how it goes. My goal is to do that.
I mean, kids get older too. You've had less time to record.
I do. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that was a long talk about
awesome.
the Gambler's Chest.
I love it. I love it.
Someday I would love to have you play that, at least experience what it is.
Well, I really think I would enjoy it playing with you. Yeah. And I wonder if maybe we just need to make that a live one that we do. Sometime. Yeah. Is there another box coming, or is there?
Oh, there's always monsters coming. There's gonna be all those new monsters coming. Like
so, would you ever start?
And I even get a brand new board.
Would you start a new campaign with me? Okay.
Always.
All right. How many? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Always.
I think because what I love is the idea of you go on a fight and then you come back to settlement and things happen and you have to deal with those events, and it just creates this, like you said, this emergent narrative. One of my favorite things to do is emergent narratives. I love games. Killforth is one of them, where the cards that appear and the things that happen creates a story for you, and you're thinking in your mind, okay, this random person shows up here. Why is he here? What's happening? Why is he at this location? You can make up a story in your mind as to why, and then you're dealing with them. Anyways, it's cool. I'm with you. My League of
We got a lot of stuff because I was talking for a while. I apologize.
That's okay. Found a silver sword in a dungeon filled with undead. The barbarian was a zombie killing Maestro.
There you go.
Bye. My turn to go.
I think we missed it. Thank you again, but we probably missed you. Go on. I apologize.
Yep. Good luck. Be safe.
Be safe.
Yes.
Be safe out there.
Big fan of your OrQuest plays.
Well,
from
thank
Ribby.
you so much, Ribby. Yes. OrQuest made my list. It made it. I think it was number 7. I think or 7 or 8.
Where's your list? I can't read your.
No,
writing.
this isn't. No, my list is already on the computer.
I know.
But yes, it did.
Dave's traveling. One of the most harrowing board game experiences I've had was playing this War of Mime. It felt awful because the game was so good.
That's another one that I love.
Dave, I couldn't handle that one.
I know you couldn't handle it, but I
played it one time, and I was like, that was wonderful. Never
and it's funny because of your playthrough, I bought the game. And I bought all of it because I'm super glad that we
didn't know each other.
No, we didn't know each other.
I could have just given you mine.
I know.
Oh, well.
Good. I'm actually glad I own it. It's super fun. I love that game. I should get back to it.
More people love your OrQuest. That's awesome.
OrQuest is a ton of fun. Dragon Tears, good to see you. Thank you for
Arkham Horror, the Scarlet Keys game. I love those narrative games. Yes, Steve. We've got Arkham is the best narrative
game.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes. We agree. We like that game.
Yeah. That's why we're doing a campaign of it.
Yeah.
What I've learned from Kitty is that anything can happen, and it's all trying to kill you.
That's
I mean,
right.
yes, yeah.
That's right. Of course, I'm sure my wife's going to talk about how she does not like Kingdom Death.
No, our oldest actually. Yeah, you already should read it.
Likes hanging out with us and playing games. Yeah, we will take it. We'll take it while we can, but it has definitely slowed down Bairnt's ability to record. This is true.
Yeah,
we've
but
been
it's
playing a lot
worth
of
it. I
games.
mean,
We actually
you
been playing a lot
gotta
of
do that.
Villainous right now.
Yeah, you got to do
Which is
that. I
really
mean,
good.
it's
Yeah.
with your son, man. So
100%.
that's awesome.
Dungeon Bones, thank you so much for joining. The trick is to view the game as a settlement builder, not as a game where you have a character you control like Oathsworn. This is true. They
And
all
actually,
die
I
too
like
fast
that.
for that.
I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
I think that's what I really do. You get to name all these characters. And
when you think of playing solo and you have to play multiple characters, I never think of myself as one of them.
Yeah.
And so I kind of like that idea of, oh, these ones move on and new ones come out. I think that's awesome.
Worst was playing with a Warhammer purist who insisted that creative expression didn't exist. We hated my character and anything it did. It was funny because there was
an expression of devotion to the Omnisaya. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, but oh my gosh.
Yes,
that'd be terrible.
That'd be something.
Yes, that's something. That's the right word.
Where are we? Oh, we have theirs.
Well, so, yeah, that was three. No, we already did 3. No, you did 2. I haven't done my 2.
Oh, you haven't done, I know, I talked forever.
No, it's okay.
Now it's your turn.
Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, Role Player Adventures.
I have it right there.
Yeah,
he brought it over for me.
Yeah, Role Player Adventure. Now, the expansion came out, the Gulpec Secret, and I just finished that last week with my wife. We did all 7 adventures and the epilogue, and it was awesome. There's a legendary mode that I'm going to recommend you play with at the get-go. Unless you like it to be really easy to complete all the skill checks in combat. Even with the legendary mode, it's still somewhat easier, but there's some more choices, and you have to lose cards from your hand, and that's a big mug.
Big mug.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's a big mug. Cheers, man. Cheers. But this is first and foremost a narrative campaign game. If you want to talk about the best narrative campaign game, I would lean towards this one. I love this one. I care about the NPCs.
What do you think about Legacy of Dragonhold compared to this? Do you like this one because it has more to do while you're doing the narrative?
Yes.
Okay.
A Legacy of Dragonhold I liked, but it just felt like I was reading a book.
Yeah.
This one, I feel like there's a lot more that I'm doing because I'm doing those skill checks and I'm doing combat. And I feel like there's just a little bit more choice in this one, too. I don't know why that is, but it is.
I think you're right.
Yeah. But, man, it is so fantastic. Get the base game. Get the expansion. If you like narrative, you have to like narrative games. If you like the game Role Player, you may not like this.
Yeah.
So you don't just because it has Role Player in the name, take it or buy it. It is very expensive, too. It's like $90. It's a huge box. But now I have that plus the expansion. The art is nice. Yeah,
I've got actually two people we talked about earlier, my friend Eric and Karen. They would not like this game because they're not that kind of people that can go through story games like this. So, but we love Role Player.
Oh,
we play Role Player together.
That's why I wanted to mention that.
But we don't.
Just because if you like Role Player, you might not like this because Role Player is a tactical choice game of building your character, flipping dice, and you're flipping dice. But so much of the game is reading the story. The NPCs are so cool, the non-player characters, and you have to make so many tough choices, and I love it. Yes.
Role Player Adventure is fantastic story. Love playing. Role Player is great too. This is very true.
Love this second one. Yeah.
What's this?
What about Sleeping Gods for story?
Awesome to see you. Thank you for joining. What is Sleeping? Oh yeah. What about Sleeping Gods and for story? Yeah.
For how much we loved Sleeping Gods, we played in January last year. Yeah. We played all of Sleeping Gods in 3 days. We played a whole campaign. Boom. We liked it so much, we then each did a solo campaign on our own channels.
Without talking to each other.
Without talking to each other.
We didn't want to know where each other went.
Exactly. So freaking good.
It was funny because you put the pedal to the metal and really made me grind that one out because I was sort of like, Colin like messaged me, goes, dude, I got my second one done. How you doing? I'm like, I just finished my.
Oh yes.
So I'm like getting down to the next. I'm like, Robin, I'm gonna go record some more Sleeping Gods. She's like, really? I'm like, is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna read a book. Okay, and I'm down to recording Sleeping Gods. So I get it done. I'm editing it. Okay, I'm all done. We should probably hang out tonight, Rob. It'd be great. I just got done with my third one. I'm like, okay, now I gotta record the third one. When can I put it up? Are you almost done with the third one? I'm like, wow, might be a day or two.
I did not even know that. I'm so sorry.
It's totally fine.
Oh my God.
You have to admit, you pedaled to the metal on that
dude,
thing.
I love that game so much, man. It was,
good.
and I still love it. But I'm really excited for Distant Skies. We're going to play that live. That's our next one we're going to do live after we finish Arkham. So yeah, absolutely love it.
Which
that
is not
one,
why it's not on the list either.
that one is much more self-contained stories, though. So each of these different stories kind of coming through role-play adventure. The whole thing is one main story. And what's really fun is that you'll have adventures that come. I love, they do such a great job of, hey, from something that happened in Adventure 1, I'm still having things impact us because of that, and I'm at Adventure 7. And that was really cool. They do such a great job of that.
Spirit Fire should be a great narrative game when it comes out. The first one I backed like this.
Wait, which one?
Spirit Fire.
Oh, I'm super excited for that one. I backed that one too.
Nice.
That's from the same people that made Unsettled.
Oh,
So
that's great. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's why I went
Great.
for it.
I'm going through my third playthrough myself.
That is awesome, Kellen.
Did either of you find all the totems?
No, did not find all. I found more than half.
Yeah.
But I didn't find all of them. From what I hear, only Earthborn Rangers can beat Arkham in narrative engagement.
Yep, I would say that's probably
Earthborn
true.
is super good. It just depends on what type of narrative you're looking for.
Now, see, I think I'm more the Arkham one, where you might be more the Earthborn one when it comes to like the actual narrative of what's going on.
Yeah, I really like the Earthborn narrative a lot.
I really want to try the game though.
Well, I have it, but too bad. I'm playing with Brent, so sucks to be you.
I know. I got to
kidding.
sneak in and steal it.
Yeah. tell Robin I can't bring Earthborn Rangers, right? Because I can't bring another box to your house.
That's why I loved
the Betrayal campaign for Mage Knight Colin. It actually added some story. Yeah. Yes, I need to finish that. I have to figure out how to finish that because the other videos are on the other channel. I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
That's pretty funny.
But yes, that one is awesome. Okay, that was number 2. Now, number 2, best game to play. Oh yeah.
If you're interested in seeing some of the new Sleeping Gods, was it Distant Skies?
Yeah,
I know Jen Cam Plays Board Games is about to start her playthrough of it.
Good to know.
And
I didn't know that.
She loves that game. That's like one of her favorite games.
That's awesome. Okay.
Was Isofarian Guard was Isofarian Guard
it was this year. I haven't played it, so it's not on my list.
Be my top game of the year. Colin's banned from bringing anything but Earthborn Rangers.
Oh, anything but? It says it's banned from bringing more games. No Earthborn.
Oh.
I just saw that.
Yeah, I know. Looking forward to Isofarian Guard. All right, so where are we going?
Best games to play after a long day of work.
This was hard because, believe it or not, this is going to sound terrible. I'm a nurse, but I still come home with a lot of energy, so I don't really feel like, I was kind of thinking of like people coming home, not having a lot of energy, just want to do something calm and like slow and stuff. But I'm going to come home and I'd be like, oh, let's put Kingdom Death on the table. Let's go to town. I want to put all these things flying everywhere. I don't want something calm. I want to go to town. So it was really tough for me. But
Kingdom Death would be one then.
Right, but I was really thinking of games that would be more for a slow, like, want to just relax, chill,
well, I was
like
thinking,
that, right?
I think the other thing you want to think about is something that's low mind brain, not really complex.
Which is why I put like more solo type games, like what's this? I put Black Sonata and I put Play and Steb.
Well,
I have no idea what that is.
Play and Steb.
I don't know. I wrote Play and Steb.
Play and
I don't know what I wrote.
Solo. What the fruit did you
know
write?
What I wrote. So I'm just going with like Black Sonata or like, I think like ones that have easy like rules.
Lance said role player. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Chill
chill game.
Yeah, and Steve, yes, you definitely need to watch both the Sleeping Gods. Agreed.
Yes. That was really good. Now I need to watch both your Sleeping Gods. Yeah, it was super fun because we both went.
I actually like Return to Dark Tower. Oh, yes.
That's
I have to do a playthrough that one too. I love it. I have all those painted by Bill too.
Yeah, you do.
And they are so
That's
good.
Super good game.
Did you mean Roll and Write?
Sure, why not Roll and Write?
Play and Step? Robin, do you think he meant Roll and Write with Play and Step? Okay, well, your list stinks. So, my list, I'm just kidding. Your list does not stink.
Might be Roll and Write.
I picked games that...
That was one. Set of Watch. I was thinking of something like that.
Set of Watch is a good one.
Set of Watch. Something easy with a small, easy puzzle to kind of get
Beer and Pretzel. So Beer and Pretzel, Zombie Side. I thought Zombie Side, you just go kill some zombies. So easy. Your choices are very minimal, easy to go. Gears of War. I love Gears of War. There's a little bit of tactical, so you get that in there, but it's also just... It's easy to get it down. You're chucking some dice. You're going to die because you're going to run out of ammo, and all you're going to do is punch the guys in the face, and you're going to lose. I love Gears of War, especially if I don't need to think too terribly hard, but I love that game. Those are my two suggestions for just some dice chuckers. Actually, the one on this list, Deep Rock Galactic, that would be a great one. You don't have to make huge strategic decisions during the game. You just let the aliens come to you and you take them out. Roll for the Galaxy. Brent, great choice. I agree. I love Roll for the Galaxy. We've done that. It's also quick, 20 to 30 minutes.
I have two original Dark Towers from when I was.
Don't know why I got the second one. Lance, that's awesome.
Final Girl. That's another one I was going to put down, but I thought I wasn't sure because how much stuff was going on in the game. But I could see if it was one of those things where if I was coming home and it was already set up, would that be one thing, or do I have to set this whole game up as well? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because now, if you think about it, you get home at 6, like you have dinner at 6:30, you're 7:30, you're doing, by the time 7 you're done with dinner, all of a sudden it's going to be 8 o'clock. Like, well, now I've kind of gotten to the night and my game's not set up yet, so.
If it's already set up, that is a good point too. I mean, I'm able to set it up and leave it on my table, so that helps.
Pity that
Gears of War is so
pricey.
Yes, it is so pricey.
But Deep Rock Galactic.
Yep, and that
Clank
one's
from the
much easier to
Catacombs
get.
for me.
Oh,
Tim
Clank
says.
Catacombs.
You got that
Tim.
one.
I did.
Yeah.
You might need to try that
I
one.
try that one.
It was fun. I want to do the next mission. I'm excited. Okay, that was number 2. We're on to number 1, man. What's your number 1 game this year?
Well, everybody's been calling for it, so I might as well put it up there. Boom, ISO Guard.
Oh, yes.
I need to, oh, hey, let me see if I can fix this, because we kind of have a sneaker spoiler in the back there.
We have a sneaker spot.
Nothing, let me just make this bigger.
Oh, there we go. There's nothing back there.
I do everything as well as I could. I never was perfect.
I'm actually impressed how many of the games you got pictures.
Oh, Paul Darcy just did a Gears of War playthrough.
Really? It is tough. Paul Darcy. I love Paul. I was thinking of Paul Grogan.
Oh.
Paul Darcy is one of the reasons I started my channel. I watched him back in 2015. He is such a fun individual. And I loved his Gears of War. Actually, because of him, I found a copy, got it painted up, and I love that game. That game is so good.
Speaking of people that you knew from the past, my friend Mystic Eye Game, Doug Herring, is just starting.
Is he starting to play of that one?
Just starting to play of Nova, so go
Doug
check that out.
Also great.
Yep,
I love that. He's another reason that we started our channels, right?
He's another one.
I mean, he started 2013, I think.
Gosh,
Ricky Royal, that's another one.
So many reasons why we're here.
Yeah.
I tell you. All right. Anyway, ISO Guard. This is my number 1 game this year.
Hold on. Before you go in, someone's got a question. I just want to go to it. Would you prefer Massive Darkness 2 or Deep Rock? For me, Deep Rock. Absolutely. Have you played Massive Darkness 2? Massive Darkness 2 does have the unique heroes, which is really cool. But I just feel like Deep Rock...
And they're super unique, aren't they?
Oh, I mean, they're so unique. They're so unique. So the heroes are really cool. I mean, so are the dwarves, but this is like totally... You have a little mini game for each of the different heroes. It's another one I need to do a playthrough of, but I still haven't. But I still lean towards Deep Rock. I think Deep Rock is faster. I think it's more strategic, but also still very tactical. And I love that you're making your own ways through the board. The only thing the Massive Darkness 2 has over that is, I think, better missions, different mission types. Okay, go ahead.
ISO Guard.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, you want to say something?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
And I have another thing I want to say.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I have one thing to say to you, but I'm going to push the chair over here. So ISO Guard is a bank building game, but it's also a whole story that goes around with it. Bank building is really the only component is during combat and stuff like this. But the cool thing is the bank persists between combat and certain things. It's just, and you have your guards, and they progress in levels. So you upgrade your equipment. You go on different quests and adventures, and it's really such a really good game. Now,
it's a 2-player game. Why haven't we
playing this? And I do like the fact that you can kind of jump in, jump out. Like, okay, I'm doing these kind of things, and I can just shut my board down, and I'm good. I'll come back later, and I'll play some more, and I'll pull it back off, and I'll play some more, and then I can put it back down. You don't have to get okay, I gotta get this to this point. It's been 3 hours. I really got to get to this point though in order to shut it down. Like we're playing Arkham.
Oh, yes.
Let's say, for example, you got to get to the end of that. You can't just be like, okay, we're going to be done for tonight.
Yeah.
No, this is one of the games where you can be done for tonight.
Yeah.
And you can just shut it down.
So why didn't we play? Oh, we're waiting for the 2.0 stuff.
Boom.
Boom.
They just did a 1.5 update.
Oh, sorry, 1.5.
It's never 2.0.
Yes.
It's always 1.5, which is super good because they're going to add some extra things to the game that is going to make it's not necessarily better, but give more options to people as they're playing through the game. And gives more items and things, like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. I did a video on it. You can go check it out.
He obviously remembers. You deserve that, and you know it.
Stab you with my pencil. There's a ton to love about this game. ISO Guard is number 1 because of just how fun it is. Just to go out, the combat's fast, quick, but it's also challenging, and you have to
the art is awesome, dude.
The art,
look at that art.
It's so good. You can even
Aren't the
open
cards
shirts.
awesome?
Yeah,
It's
they're
actual
all
chips.
Yep.
The box is 150 pounds because it's got so many chips.
The enemies are, and you fight so many different enemies. They all have different things they're doing.
It doesn't combat because you're only ever playing with two.
Yeah.
They really work well together, right? And that's the fun part.
You can pull
too.
one chip that's going to be like, we're going to put it on this, and that's why I didn't even think about that. They have the whole card system on here. Gives up to 6 cards. You put something on there that can flip the card to make it do something completely different.
Gosh, so cool.
And so then you play it again on there. Oh, now I can put like 2 attack chips into any person's bag and put it in your bag because you're the better attacker. I don't need those. You know what I mean? So it's it does so many good things. There's anything like Sword and Sorcery. Actually, no, I don't think it's much like Sword and Sorcery at all. I love watching Colin play that a few years ago. It's not very Sword and Sorcery. It's a lot more of an open-ended kind of exploration game, but it does have some really specific quests that you're trying to go on. But in order to, but there are other side quests that are kind of.
Foreteller is great.
Yep, Foreteller does the narration on this, which is amazing. They're really good. I like Foreteller. They do a lot of really cool things. They probably did a couple of the other games we talked about today,
probably.
But
I would say Sword and Sorcery was very mission based. So I'm doing mission 3 and I'd finish it. Isofarian
It's a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, Isofarian Guard, there's no missions, right? You just go out there and you keep going. You can go to different locations.
You get like a main mission, but then you also have a couple side quests you can do. So it's you setting when you want to do. I want to do a side quest, which is cool because all I have to do is go to the game, look at it, and go, okay, what's my goal today?
Yep.
My goal is to do the caravan quest.
And
I'm going to go over to the caravan and I'm going to go see what that's all about. Oh, I had to fight like this giant booga booga. And then I beat the booga booga and I get booga hair.
What does a booga booga like? What does a booga booga look like?
It looks a little bit like this.
I definitely want to fight that and kill that so that no one else has to see that. No, that was awesome, man. A booga booga.
So...
But then we have to fight a booga booga now. Some game has to have a booga booga.
Oh, I have no idea. But then you get the booga booga claw, right? That you can use to help make like a better glove for yourself.
You shorten it BBC. I need a BBC. A booga booga claw.
Booga booga claw. So anyway, that's the cool thing about it. So like then you're like look and you see like the different things that a town can do, and you're like, oh, I can make like a booga booga sword. Well, I need the booga booga claw. I gotta figure out where we get that. So then you're like,
so there's crafting in the game too.
Yeah, there is. And so maybe you want to, and of course you have your civilization building again too, because you have a whole town you're trying to build up by bringing resources back to build a mill, to build a weapon factory, to build a barracks. It's able to, then you're able to get a lot of the stuff built there as opposed to having to run out to some of the towns. It's able to process some of the ore into more beneficial stuff for you faster and without, and where you're only spending gold and things like this. And the cool thing about the leveling system is you can't out level the game. So if you're on chapter 1, you can only get level 1 skills. So no matter how much more experience points and running around doing absolutely nothing you do, you can't go higher than that. So it kind of gives you this feeling of when you're supposed to kind of move to some of the newer stuff. So it's like, okay, I'm doing the caravan quest. I got like 4 level 1 skills. There's only 2 I didn't get. I probably could try to get the quest that done at level 1 and then opens up the other ones in case I want to go down a certain tree on the path. So it has all these neat things going for it that I think they've done a really good job of exploring all these different things for it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's really, really fun. I need to play this.
I really want to play it. I want to play it with you.
And I think that's one of the reasons I haven't played it much. I was hoping to show it to you sometime, and I also waited for the 1.5.
And you know, to be fair, that is my copy that's in there. That you are holding.
We're going with was.
I'm okay with that. You store the big box, it's yours, man. You store the big box, it's yours. Oh my God. That thing doesn't fit on the calyx, so I appreciate it.
Barely does. No, it doesn't.
No, that's why you put it in the back.
Isofarian Guard is
the VO. What is VO? VO. Voiceover.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So like a better version of the Skyrim board game. Kellen, yes, right?
Million times better.
Yes,
Skyrim, let's put it this way. Skyrim's not in my collection anymore.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy Skyrim. I played, what you saw on my channel is how far it went.
I sense a promo enemy coming. The booga booga.
The booga booga. That's right. What's in your mug? It's actually just water, believe it or not.
Thank goodness it's just water. You can't see I've drunk most of mine, but it's just water. It's booga booga. It's booga booga water.
Would you win a fight with the booga booga or Cthulhu? I'd probably lose to the booga booga, but I got Cthulhu down. Wow. He's over there. I've taken him down before.
Oh my gosh, my stomach's hurting. That's awesome.
What's in those mugs? Bring it on.
I can't believe we missed the beware the booga booga.
talk about it's Booga Booga Juice. Oh my gosh. Booga Booga Juice.
Can I get some of that Booga Booga Juice?
Oh, last time I tried to explain a game. By the way, Colin, I love your playthrough.
Together with Team Coming Wednesday, the YouTube top here. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Arlene, thank you so much, and thanks for watching. I love doing them, and
It's amazing.
so happy to be doing this with Bairnt.
That's
Man,
right.
this is awesome.
That's
This
how
is
it
awesome.
goes. I hated the instructions for that game.
It didn't work very well. I remember there was something
remember.
kind of weird, wasn't it? You had to play with the instructions. You had to play with one character at first.
Oh,
to
there was
learn
that like
instead
the
of just-
tutorial thing
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't love that. I prefer to just read the rulebook and actually play the game instead of having to play a tutorial to get you into the game. Some people love that. ISS Vanguard is an
Same way.
example. Yes. Actually, what's hilarious is my wife can never tell the difference between those two games. ISO Vanguard or ISS Vanguard.
'cause they're so
they
like-
are so different, but their names are so similar.
The instructions just read the
Booga Booga on every
read Booga
page.
Booga on every page. Instructions unclear.
Why don't you know what the Booga Booga does? It does. All right. So that was your number one.
Yep, you got one. Ready? I kind of spoiled it a little bit.
Man, I'm exhausted. That was hilarious. Yes, my number one is Unsettled. In case you can't tell, Bairnt kind of leans towards more the dungeon crawler adventure, and I love those, but I also really like puzzle games. I love puzzle exploration games, and Unsettled is where it's at. So if you love space, if you love the idea of not always having to kill everything, but just explore, and if you love the idea of trying to explore a planet, maybe failing, trying it again, and figuring out a puzzle, and then doing multiple tasks even on that same planet, this is for you. This game is so cool. Each planet that they have, so the base game comes with 2, then they had 4 more, I think, that came out as individual boxes. And now they included 3 more with this expansion, and they are so cool. Each planet is so unique, and they're thinking outside the box, right? You've got planets where the actual planet's moving around. You've got one where you've got water that's ebbing and flowing on the planet. You've got one that the planet is all crystal. You've got a planet that's full of fungus. You've got a planet that has what is that called when you're thinking of? Oh, I can't think of what it. But anyways,
Booga Boogas?
The Booga Boogas. You're getting me, dude. I can't think of polarity. The polarity of the planet is changing. It's causing different things to happen. Why couldn't I think of polarity? Anyways, I love the game. I love the puzzles. I've played it over 30 times, and I will still even replay puzzles. I know some people say once you figure out the puzzle, it's not as much fun. I don't have that problem because things set up and things are played and done differently every time that you play it, and so I haven't minded that. The expansion comes with those 3 new planets, and one isn't even a planet. You're actually on your space station, and your friend Luna that's been helping you through all the other scenarios ends up being your enemy because she thinks you're an enemy. So super cool. I just love it. I love the writing in it. That's one of the highlights, is the writing is amazing. Unsettled. That was my number 1 this year. And anytime anything comes out new for Unsettled, I think I'm just getting it. I love it to death.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You're talking about the tutorials.
Oh, yes.
The only time I liked it was in Mage Knights, and it felt like you were still playing the game.
Yes, actually, I would agree with you on that one. Definitely.
What order are you playing the planets in?
In what order? I played them all the way from 1. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6. I didn't do a playthrough of that one on One Stop. I was going to. But I've done 7 on this channel. I'm planning on doing 7, 8, 9 on this channel. Then I'll get 6 done, so at least I have 1 of everything. But then I got to do 2 through 5 on this channel, so this channel has every single one of them. I wanted to have 1 through
now,
9.
have you played them all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A? Because I know there's like an A, B, and C.
There's an A, B, and C. And with the Kickstarter, I got a D for all of those first ones. So I have an A, B, C, and D. And yeah, I'm only going to do 1 task of each planet.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil too much.
Right, but have you? So if you were playing them,
so what I
would
played,
you go 1 and then go 1 A, B, C, D, and
No.
then 2 and then A, B, C?
No.
Okay.
I think it's more fun because otherwise you're not seeing the different planets.
Right.
What my wife and I did, what Monica and I did, is we played 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. Then we went 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, because it just otherwise you're seeing the same planet multiple plays, and especially if you fail one and you want to replay it so you can try and succeed at it, you might be playing that planet 6 or 7 times. It's more fun to go see those other planets and then come back to them. So coming back to Winora, when I did Winora on your channel, on your channel, I call it your channel still.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten there. When coming back to meet me at the table, Oh my gosh, it was fun, right? Even though I've played that planet the most, but since I haven't played it in a long time, it was super fun. So yeah,
Nice.
okay.
Steve says that in the 1.5 update, if Farengard doesn't have a booga booga creature in the hunt, then we'll feel cheated.
We have to talk to them. I'll ask them about a
I'll have
booga
to
booga.
talk to them, see what I can do. I have the feeling it's not going to happen.
Time for bed.
Old man Steve, good to see you. Thank you
understand.
for joining. Not to be the guy, but how can a game be outside the box when it literally comes in a box?
That is amazing. That is amazing, Matt. Totally agree. It's still within a box, but they think outside of it and then somehow stuff it in there. So like these cool ideas, and they go, and they push it inside the box. So that's how.
Tim's just heard that some are harder than others, so you play them not sequentially, but skip around, play the harder ones later.
Oh, okay. That's not how I did it. I didn't feel like any were. So some are more challenging to understand the rules, but overall I felt like the difficulty of most of them, other than Planet 6. Planet 6, I have never won yet.
Oh,
That is the one where you're literally on a dead alien skull.
oh, that sounds awesome.
It is so cool, but I've not won it.
The only one I played with you was the fire planet where you're
Stranos.
jumping from
Stranos.
sun to sun or something.
Yeah. It's a
Planet's
metallic
burning
one.
the sun
It's
or
a
something.
metallic
Yeah,
one.
it's
Yeah.
burning the sun or
Oh
something.
no, you've also done the first one,
Oh, I did the
Lenora,
first one.
and you did the second one with the polarity changes.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
done that
I
one.
did do that.
Gracchus.
Gracchus.
Yeah. Anyways.
Fungus planet hard pass.
Oh, you didn't like the fungus planet. Totally fine. You could do the other
Yeah,
ones.
that doesn't like
Yeah.
fungus. One,
Well, I mean, I don't really love.
don't like fungus.
I mean, I love eating fungus.
No.
Oh my gosh, we
Dirt
just had
makers?
sautéed mushrooms.
No.
Oh my gosh, on steak. Oh,
Not a fan of dirt makers.
Oh, dirt makers are so good.
No.
Okay, any
Okay.
other questions?
No.
All right. So now we are on to our number one here, and this one says best games to play with your spouses. Now, this one I thought of, since we've already talked about new games for non-gamers. I thought about specifically for my wife, and my wife started as a non-gamer, but she's definitely become much more of a gamer, right?
Same with mine.
Yeah. So just take that into account when we're saying these are our favorite ones to play with our spouse. That might not be the case for you if your spouse does not play a ton of games. But yeah.
Mushrooms are proof that God loves us.
Yes, Lance.
Wow.
I totally agree.
I'm looking forward to Forsaken. There's a fungus planet there too.
That is awesome.
Well, let's hear.
Alien. Interesting. Actually played it with my brother and 13 Alien.
Interesting. I actually played it with my brother and 13-year-old niece.
Wait, what Alien? I missed it.
There's a Roethlisberger Alien game.
Is that what he's talking about?
Maybe.
Are you
In the Nostromo.
The Nostromo, right? Yeah, totally. Okay.
I just put that background.
Oh, so that's maybe why they were. Yeah.
So,
okay. Anyways,
the
keep
Alien
going.
is not the one I'm playing with my wife.
No. No.
I did put that, again, going back to the fact that we
Yeah,
play escape
awesome.
rooms like crazy. Yeah, that one. That's the one.
Yep. Thank you, Colin. Yep.
We do sit around, and again, at the end of the day, it's fun to just take on an escape room game, work on it for a while, and go to sleep. So escape room games are a lot of ones that I play with my wife. I would love to get her to the point where she starts playing more of the adventure games like Isofarian Guards, Sleeping Gods, things like that, but we're not to that point yet. I
I think
haven't.
the kids got to get a little older.
And well, yeah, my wife really likes like a lot of one-shot games. So anything that's like a one-shot, like Cthulhu Death May Die, big fan of that one. The other one-shots I've got around here, like the Quacks of Quacklenburg, things of that nature. Quacklenburg? Quack, quack, quack. Basically, those are the kind of games that I'd like to play with my wife because she enjoys them. And I'd rather play a game that she enjoys because then we can both enjoy it together, as opposed to making her play something she's
What, like Virus that I did to my wife?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I learned that one the really hard way.
And my wife's really good about looking up games and saying like, hey, I think I'd really like to try that game. So I'll be like, oh, okay, let's try it. We'll give it a shot.
Did you see what Brian said? When you eat mushrooms, it always leaves you wanting spores.
Wow.
That's awesome. It doesn't have to necessarily be a one-shot. I just don't have 3 hours to get through a mission.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the deal. It's like it has to do with time.
Bairnt's problem playing with his wife is that she actually learns the
The rules. That's part of the deal. Part of the deal.
That was that paleo?
That's
Yep. She was the one that figured out that you were doing the food wrong.
Dan says that my wife's an awesome gamer.
Yeah, Dan, that is
fantastic.
awesome. That is awesome. My wife is an awesome gamer. It's so nice that she plays. So games that we can play in 1 to 2 hours are what I like the best.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's right there.
Oh, wow. It's hard to get people together. I actually did a 4-player Star Trek Frontiers, and it takes 6 hours. Yeah, I can't even imagine. But that board must have looked awesome with all of that stuff on. I mean, you're playing with all those tiles. You've got all the things to look at. Man. Ramen actually has a plan, and it works.
And it works.
Okay.
Plans that work. That's true.
So for me, the big ones that my wife really enjoys, Sky Team. We started Sky Team.
I'd love to try that game.
You've got to try
I think my wife would love that one.
20 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to play, 1 minute to set up. Super fun. You're trying to land a plane together, and you can't talk after you've rolled your dice. So you have to strategize before it. You roll your dice, and then you're each placing dice one after the other. No Twilight Imperium for it. No, not so much. So Sky Team, Role Player Adventure and Legacy of Dragonholt. Those story games. Monica really likes those ones. Cascadia. That's a really nice.
That's a fun one.
Yes, it's a really nice one.
That's what I've been trying. I was thinking
getting tiles.
I wanted to buy that one.
Well, you can just borrow ours for a period of time and play it. See if she likes. That's literally a 30 minute game. 40 minute game. I didn't write it on here, but one of Monica's new favorites right now is Lost Ruins of Arnak, but also Raising Robots.
Raising Robots. Yeah.
She loves that, and that is probably one of the more higher complexity ones. We also just played the Great Western Trail, New Zealand. She really liked that one, but those are getting a little bit more complex. But she loves them, and she played Gloomhaven with my group of 4 for a year and a half, and she played every Sunday night, and it was awesome. So yeah, my wife is amazing. I'm so lucky to be able to play games with her, and she's willing to learn them and play them. She just won't read the rule books because I messed up on that one.
She's gonna call
Raising Robots.
If you didn't say it, she's gonna kill you.
Yeah, but yeah. So those are the ones that I have that Monica really enjoys. Role player, run through role player. Oh wait, sorry. Agent Solo, run through. Role player and Dice Throne. The only 2 games my wife has played with me. Refuses anything else. Perhaps why I keep playing solo. Oh, I get it.
There you go.
But
Good to see you, Agent Solo.
Dice Throne is fun. Is that the adventures or Dice Throne competitive? Curious. I'm just curious about that.
That's another one I got to borrow from you sometime.
Yeah, you just need to borrow the whole thing and just play it. Yeah. Just play the campaign. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, and then you're getting the new stuff, right? Because I didn't do the new stuff. Okay. All right, so that was our number 1, and then Gloomhaven Digital really helps with the issues. Yes. Oh, and then it's Adventures. Okay, it's Adventures, which is fun. We did have one bonus one that came in by Kevin
right at the end when we were already done.
The end, and we thought it was a really cool one, so we're going to do one more.
We got a bonus question.
And that is, and it works well for our channel because of what we focus on a lot, campaign games that you are willing to play more than one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for the first boss, Fallen Barbarian, is broken.
Okay, I haven't played enough to know. Dan, why do you say it's broken? I'm curious because
Adventures?
Yeah, this Adventures. Why is it broken? What's wrong with it? Because I had no problem with it when I played it. But I'm curious. Now it's you. What would you say are campaign games that you're willing to play more than once? Because that is a big thing. I'm
going to go with Kingdom Death Monster because I'm already doing the second one.
Dude, yes.
I really like Madara. I know I haven't finished the campaign yet, but I could play it again with somebody else if somebody wanted to play
you'd be willing to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be willing to do it.
Super fun. Nice. Sleeping Gods, anytime. I think I'd enjoy playing.
Well, we've already done it twice.
Yeah, we've already done it twice.
Yeah.
The Seventh Continent is a game that I would play again with people.
Continent.
See, now, again, I'm thinking solo-wise. Now, if I were to play a game with, let's say you and I were going to play something I've already played, like I would restart Icebarian Guard. I would restart Kingdom Death Monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking ones I've gotten really far in or I've beaten.
Yeah,
and those that's the kind of ones I've done.
Yeah, so one of my big ones was Oathsworn.
Oh, yes.
I played the whole campaign with you.
Put that down.
I couldn't believe you didn't put that on there. I thought for sure you were going to say it. And then...
Booga booga!
That was amazing! Oh my gosh, that was so good!
You forgot King Fire, I forgot Oathsworn.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now I feel better. See, that's why you did that to make me feel better. Okay, Ooga booga. Oathsworn. I mean, I'm already. Well, I stopped because I wanted to get the 2.0 stuff, and now I have it, and we just haven't gotten back to it because now we're playing as a group of 5, and you can't play that with 5. But Oathsworn, I was actually playing 2 campaigns simultaneously, and was willing to keep going with that, and I would play that in a heartbeat again. Loved that one. You don't want to even know how many times I've played Pandemic Legacy, and I still enjoy it.
I would do that.
I've played Pandemic Legacy first time with my sister and brother-in-law. Then I played it with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. Then, so on the other side. Then I played it with Monica's parents, and then I've played it with you guys. That's 4 times playing that campaign, and I've played the first full campaign, the second campaign, the third campaign, and the fourth one is the only one we haven't finished. We liked Pandemic Legacy Season 0 the least, which is weird because actually I like it a lot, but my wife doesn't like it, so we just haven't really played a ton of that one. We still haven't finished that one. But all those ones, I think I've played at least each one at least twice, if not more. And I'd still be willing to play it.
Yeah.
Because it's a great way. I actually think it's a great way to get people that aren't huge gamers into it. Because my sister and brother-in-law, they were over and we were playing Pandemic Legacy Season 1. And they were like, let's do another one. Can we just do one more month? Can we just do one more month? And we'd play until 2 o'clock in the morning. And these are people that would be going to bed at 9 o'clock, right? But no, they wanted to play Pandemic Legacy, and they live almost an hour away. And they'd be like, we're driving in, we're coming, and we're going to play it. This is before they had a kid.
Yep.
So, anyways, I would do it. It's great, and it's a great way to start because the rules are simple and it slowly adds on. And
it's quick. You do 3 or 4 actions, and you're done.
Exactly.
Move, do this, done.
Done. Flip a card, put out some, and it's something that everyone can relate to, especially now. Everyone can relate to understanding what a pandemic is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then of course, Sleeping Gods. That was my other one. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, but great question there, Kevin. So thank you, Kevin, if you're watching.
Yeah. See the one that got that one.
Yeah, he's the one who Kevin Ruckshine.
Cool.
He's the one. He actually taught me Mage Knight, so I appreciate him for all of his effort. He video conferenced me and taught me Mage Knight. So that's how I learned.
Awesome.
I learned Mage Knight by watching Ricky Roy, of course, because everyone learns that way. But then he played, and basically he watched my board and was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to do this. He's like, wait, think about what you want to do. Think about the cards and the actions. Like, oh, I could do it this way with this. And he's like, oh, there you go.
Yep.
And yeah, he was super cool. But all right.
James says, I missed the fun. You guys left the planet without telling me. I'd have brought a bag lunches.
Sorry, Mike. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What do we have here? Have you looked at
Geo?
Twilight?
Good to see you.
Oh yes.
Look at Twilight.
Gaming with Geo.
It's about
Gaming with Geo. I love
you
your
can find
Geo.
without having using a solo variant.
Yeah, Twilight Inscription. I actually have thought about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger, but that's a roll and write. That's a roll and write.
He heals every time he defends. That's something about the.
What is that about?
The one you're asking up here about, the barbarian.
Oh, he heals every time he defends. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. But I have. It's
Lord
been a
of
while
Journey
since I
Middle
played.
Earth and Sword and Sorcery and Sleeping Gods for campaign games. I
Nice.
forgot Lord of
I forgot
Journey.
Journeys. I've actually played 2 campaigns of Journeys in Middle Earth. That's a really good point.
That's the one my wife says I need to go back to with her. She really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it. The only problem with that one was that we leveled up almost too fast. And so when we were playing the one together, remember that? We ended up stopping because we were like,
it's because we're expert gamers.
No, we're not. Not even close. Otherwise, Descent and Second Edition, I will still do with people that aren't hardcore gamers. Nice, Kellen. That's a good choice.
What about our playthrough? Oh, yeah, we got it.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you did. This is all from the past.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I do another one of those, you said.
Oh, I really want to do Pandemic Legacy Season 0. That's our next one we need to do, but you have to convince Monica.
Here's another one we forgot. I'd go with Arkham Horror Campaign and Imperial Assault. I'd do Arkham Horror. I would not do Imperial Assault.
You didn't like Imperial Assault. I have the whole game painted. I have the whole thing painted, and he doesn't even want to play it with me.
Nope.
Yeah.
Maurice.
What's up? What's up?
Maurice. I can't.
Maurice. Booga booga.
Just go here now.
Well, everyone, that's a wrap. My co-host can't talk, but we all know that. So what else is new?
I can't pronounce anything to save my life.
It's okay.
What's up, fellas? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. If you still are
okay. What games are you most looking forward to in 2024?
We'll work on that in a second.
All right.
We'll go through the rest of these here.
Arkham Horror. And the boxes are genius. Great way to revisit the campaigns. I really like that one. That must be about something else because she hasn't played Arkham, has she?
No.
So what is she talking about? Imperial Assault? Did she like Pandemic Legacy? I don't know. Curious. Robin, which one were you talking about?
Journeys.
Oh, Journeys.
As I hit your microphone. I'm sure that was real good.
Did you? Oh, chickens.
Then you hit it. That's fantastic. Let's just keep hitting our mics. That's fantastic. I was swimming on wave 2. I was swimming on wave 2 ISS Vanguard. Oh, I know. I just got the stuff for ISS Vanguard.
I know.
That's another one.
I really want to play that one. Dragon Tears. Valor and Villainy are great, but don't ever make it on anyone's list. Really
that almost
interesting.
Made your list.
I have it. My kids just didn't. It didn't connect with them for whatever reason.
I made Bairnt leave. No.
Yeah. No, he's back. He's back. It's okay.
He's saying Lord of the Rings. That's the one we're talking about. What games are we looking forward to?
Freedom 5.
This year, let's go.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Maybe July. Maybe September.
Imperial Assault was great after learning Descent. It all comes from the Doom game
by Kevin Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you didn't like it because of he played with 4 players.
Yeah.
And one person could go first in the first round and last in the second round, right? And so then all of a sudden, all of his friends were doing this.
Yep.
Wait, what? Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here and everything's already dead. Well, I guess I'll walk down the hill now.
So what's better, I think, is solo or 2-player.
That's
That
what I
for
should
sure.
do.
But I still haven't really played a ton of it.
Union City Alliance.
Union City Alliance. I actually backed that one, but
Nice.
so I haven't tried that one yet.
What are you looking forward to?
Okay. Oh no, wrong group. Arlene said wrong group. I don't know what he's saying wrong group on, but that's fine. What did Mike say? My goal of the year is to stream Freedom 5 before Colin and say, yeah, see, it's here. Mike, that's awesome. Mike, do you have a channel? Is this Mike? Do you know Mike has a channel? He said he has a stream. Mike, tell us the name of your channel so we can promote it. Tell us about it. Because I didn't know you had a channel, and now I want to watch you because I'm going to put on all of your things. Freedom 5 ain't showing up this year. No, I'm kidding. I actually hope it does. I just, I've backed so many games in my life, and I have seen a lot of them not show up on time, and that's one. I don't have one yet, but I will for Freedom 5. When you make that channel for Freedom 5 specifically, you message us. Okay?
Oh, that's amazing.
That is awesome, Mike. That is so awesome. Now when I get that game, I'm not even gonna let him unbox it. I'm just gonna play it immediately.
There you go.
That way I'm gonna beat you. No, I'm kidding. Okay, games that we're looking forward to. So one that's coming really soon that I'm super excited for, that I think will be interesting, is Tidal Blades 2. So that's by the same people that made Wonderland's War, which actually I really like.
Sure.
But really excited about that one. There's this really interesting. First of all, it's an adventure book game. So you have a book instead of tiles. So it's popping on the table, ready to go. The minis look awesome. But then how your player board works is you're going to play a card on it, and you get to do actions in either the column or the row that card is played in. However, it's a 3x3 column and row set. And so once you have 3 in that row or column, you get a little bonus action, but then you have to pick all those cards up. So you have that fun strategy of which ones do I want to play. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Oathsworn.
Just want to ask about Tidal Blades too.
Oh, yeah. So I am really excited to try it. I am very hopeful for it because I think that company makes really solid games. They made Valor and Villainy. Made Valor and Villainy. That's the other one. And I think that their user interfaces too, and their game is really good. So I'm very hopeful for that one. That's one. I'm also really excited for Mythwind. It's going to be a very different experience of a game, and that's why I'm excited. It'll be more in the Earthborn Rangers vein, I think. And I'm excited to see more games that are like this, that aren't all about killing things and destroying zombies. And I love those games, and those have a great place, especially with Bairnt. But sometimes my wife doesn't want to play those games, right? She wants to play a game not about flowers and unicorns, but just that's not all about killing. And Mythwind isn't about killing. It's about building a town and building your specific character. So I'm very excited for that. So I'm curious to see how that's like. It's the same company that did Star of Icarios. It's the same company that did...
Owl.
Yeah, are they Owl now?
Something Owl.
Okay, are they Owl now, or are they OM or OOM?
No, they're Open Owl Studios or something.
Open Owl Studios.
Or something. I could be wrong.
Yeah. And of course, Brent is reminding me that Kingdom Rush just showed up. So he and I shared a backing that game. Elemental Rift just showed up. So I'm excited. He seems super excited. So if he's excited, I'm excited. Not you, but Brent. So I'm super excited for that one. That one's already here. So I don't know if I can count that one. Do you guys know if the Darkest Dungeon game has come out yet? Do you know that one?
That's a debacle.
Is that? Oh, that's a debacle.
I never backed that. I'm done with that. I think that was. I don't remember who did that one, but I know the company.
Is it not Myth or Mystic or?
I think it's Myth. Is one of the companies that I've had.
Mythic.
I think I've had a bad experience.
I've
with
avoided Mythic games for that reason. I'll get it on the secondhand market if I really want.
2 that are coming out that I'm excited for recently. Well, I'll see it because I can do that because I'm here. Is Seven Citadels coming soon? And so is Haruka Blade is the other one that I'm super excited for. It's coming soon. Of course, Midara 2 and second and third act are coming out, which I'm super excited for.
Snooze fest. No, I'm
bring
kidding.
it on.
I'm kidding.
Bring it
I'm
on.
kidding.
That should be a category. Games that I love to play that you would never play.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Do you realize the first time that we played, okay, he comes into my house, first time I've ever met him.
It should be drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
It's for the Haruki, yes. That's the one. I'm excited for that one to come out.
Harakiri?
Harakiri Blade. I'm saying it wrong. Just wait till I do that. Haruki!
Booga Booga! Every time you say something wrong, we should just call it Booga Booga. Booga Booga! So comment on his video, Booga Booga, he'll understand.
Looking forward
just
to
came today, it counts. Brent, I agree, it
I'm
counts.
looking forward to quarter later this year. Yes.
Quarter. Cool, I haven't heard of that one. No, I don't remember what I was
video
saying
game was
now.
fun.
Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, no, Hayakura, I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm looking at my
War
list
Pro
too.
is coming out, which I'm excited. I don't think it's going to come out this year.
Into the God's Grave. I thought that one looked really cool. I ended up backing that one. I'm super excited for Into the God's Grave. That one looked really interesting. It's by the same people that did Chronicles of Crime.
Dawn of Madness. You should play that one. You're going to love that one.
Dawn of Madness.
That one's by the same people that did Deep Madness, which is,
actually, I really want to play Deep Madness.
You do that one and we'll play Dawn of Madness, but you'd love to play Deep Madness.
Okay,
Dawn of Madness is very narrative-driven, super, like, it's going to be a horror film. I'll
skip that one. That's right.
That one.
Slay the Spire board game. I'm really excited for that one. I backed that one. Deck builder, where you're trying to go through levels and level up, and you get to put cards in your deck. It's similar to a lot of the games you can play on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think that's a game that you can play on your phone. Slay the Spire.
No.
And they made
Earth
it a board
Under
game.
Siege?
Yes. Oh, I have not backed Earth Under Earth. Did you back that one? Earth Under Siege. I think we decided not to because it was stealth. Remember?
Oh, there you go. That'd be one reason
We
why
decided we aren't huge into stealth.
Steve might do it.
From Co-op Guild is into stealth. We aren't as much into stealth. We like to just hit things.
Hit things.
Escape from New York will deliver soonish. This has to be a Bairnt game. I've never heard of it, but it sounds cool.
Which one?
Escape from New York. Look it up.
Oh, yeah. No, I did not back that one.
Oh, you did not?
No.
What is it?
It's based on a movie called Escape from New York with the
Are
guy.
there zombies?
No.
Are there aliens?
No.
Are there...
It's just a post-apocalyptic New York City you're trying to
get out. Okay.
Yeah.
Colin, the thought started with the first time you played Madara. Oh, yeah.
Kurt Russell, thank you.
I think a lot of people have heard this story, but I'm going to tell it anyways. First time I actually played a game with Bairnt. He came to my house, not even invited by me. He was invited by someone else who was at my house. His name was Terrence.
Yeah.
Terrence was like, hey, I'm going to invite Bairnt over to play a game. And I was like, okay, Bairnt? Really? Who's this guy? Who's this Bairnt guy? And so Bairnt came, and he comes up to my game room, and he's like, oh, okay, there's this really cool narrative, but do you want me to read it, or do you want me to put it on the app, and we can listen to it? And I was like, oh, I love narratives. Let's go ahead. Let's put it on the app. Let's hear it. Well, it's this.
Have you ever presented a game to somebody for the first time and realized that everything you did was the wrong way to present a game? This is what I did with Madara to poor Colin.
It was terrible. It was, high school girl drama, right? Wasn't it? It was. It literally was. And I'm not a person into anime or anything like that. And so I'm listening to this going, the heck is this? What am I listening to? Okay, and it goes on for 12 minutes.
And he's too nice to tell me, okay, I think I got it. Because we've
nice.
never met each other before in our lives. We're all sitting
and he wasn't even invited to my house. Terrence invited him.
I'm super uncomfortable standing there going, like, I don't really think if they care about this. I don't know. Do I say
But we
something?
listened to the whole thing. Then he starts setting up, and he's like, okay, people say that this game's really too easy in the first scenario, but we'll just play. Colin, you control these ones. Terrence, you control these ones. I'll just call this one. Okay, we're going to go. All right, Terrence, take your turn. Terrence moves like 2 spaces. He reveals an enemy. He's like, okay, roll the dice for the enemy. Oh, that enemy does 11 damage. Oh, and it attacks twice. Throw it again. Oh, okay, Terrence, you're dead. Yeah, that never happens.
I've never seen that happen before.
So Terrence dies.
Take this character.
So why don't you take one of Colin's characters, and you can play Colin's character. I'm like, this is a game, and you can die by moving 2 spaces? What is it?
Again,
so
the way you present the game is probably not the...
Then I'm not even done. Then, okay, as we're playing, then, we get up close to the enemies, and he's like, oh, well, okay, each enemy has a reaction, but you can react to the reaction. So you can do these things where you can react and go back and forth. And really, the rules don't really say exactly how many times you can react. They're going to fix that in the 2.0. But really, they just go back and forth, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to flip and reroll this time. And I'm just sitting here going, what is he saying? What is going on? What is happening? And why does people have no clothes on? Okay? And so literally by the end of that game, I was like, I sold my copy because I had a copy.
Terrence.
I sold it to Terrence. Terrence was like, that was pretty cool. I lost my character in the first round. I want it. Like $200.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
all yours.
Done.
Take it.
No, I don't want it. Here's all the things for it. So that's why I haven't played Madara again.
A Kingdom Forlorn. I'm looking forward to that one.
But oh yes. But really, I actually think the game is probably really good, especially now that they've fixed some of the rules.
All this stuff.
I should really give it another shot. I think that I would love it.
That's the thing. There's so many games on our list that we should probably give another shot to.
Yeah, exactly. That was just a bad experience, but it was epic. That was literally the first experience
Ever
of
met
Bairnt.
you.
And then the second time he came over to my house, as he was leaving, my sprinkler system. So we built a brand new house, and we had a sprinkler system, and it was so cool. My house was literally not even 3 months old. 3 months old of a house, and he's driving his car, and he backs it up, and it's all of a sudden, boom, it hits my sprinkler head, shooting geysers of water everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm like, this is my brand new sprinkler system. I've never had a sprinkler system in my yard, and so I'm like trying to figure out even to shut the dumb thing off, and there's water going everywhere. Oh my gosh! And yet I still wanted to hang out with him because it's actually really awesome to hang out with him. It is.
Okay,
it really is.
So one we haven't talked about that we're both super excited for, and we're all in on. It's gonna be amazing. Is Rogue Angels? That's one we haven't talked about. That one.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Rogue Angels, of course.
Yep.
So you always talk about it, so I just don't. But
I know.
I had so much fun playing that with you live.
That's it's everything in a dungeon crawl I've ever wanted.
Well, and the die, I just love the
the dice. I love the characters. I love the action cards. I love the story that goes along with it, and the fact that the choices actually really matter.
Yes.
It's not just like, oh, hey, I'm going to pick this one because I'll get +5 to my buying the next item if I want to.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this is like, you come to a person, you're going to kill this person or keep them alive. Okay, whatever you made a choice there, it's going to be big because it actually keeps track of it on actual and they're sheets that have to do with factions and things like this. Oh, super cool.
That's so cool.
So anyway, let's see what people have said here because we've been talking for a while. I'm sure there are a lot
Sorry,
of
escape from, what is it? I missed TSR. Okay.
I'm late.
I'm excited
for unboxing stuff.
Yes, Yogi Bear.
Well, looking at the bright side, stuff we're going to be unboxing pretty soon.
Yes. I just got 4 games today, by the way.
That's
Holy
pretty
moly.
good. Dark Quarter is like Destiny's, but Van Ryder made a story. Oh, I did that one. I backed that one.
You almost ran
I hit
into
the mic again.
Don't hit my mic.
I hit that one. Oh, I can't wait for Rogue Angels. Brian, yes, that's going to be amazing.
Every time I present a game, I think he's talking about, yeah. I present every game wrong.
Yep, that's
one of my friends does that when they bring one of their games. Oh, dude, it's always.
That's why people don't trust me and this.
It's always hilariously bad.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
So bad.
Have you guys checked out Dragon Eclipse? So we did not back it.
Yep, I was not
too
going to do
close
this
to
one.
Pokemon. I didn't. Yeah. Don't worry, Colin. We had a half-an-hour disagreement about math while playing Mage Knight, explaining how damage works to someone. Okay, damage is a challenge to understand in that game at first, but really it's just your armor. You take your armor, damage divided by armor, round it up. Boom, you're done.
Dungeon Quest killed one of my friends in his first turns the first time he played it.
Oh my gosh.
You love it. Yeah, Kingfire is my hype game.
Oh, Kingfire, nice.
I think that's what came.
What did I miss? Beerman, nothing.
Everything, Beerman.
Everything. I don't know.
Everything and nothing. You missed Booga Oogas. Yeah. Booga Boogas.
Just go back to Booga Boogas.
I just find Booga Boogas.
I worked on sprinklers and fixed so many of those situations. Oh, Mike! Yes. I actually had a buddy come and they came and helped me fix it. Yeah.
Good to see you, Brian.
Especially because I never used a sprinkler system.
Yep. Looking forward to Warcrow Adventures and Mal.
What is that? I've never even heard of that.
Warcrow?
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, I'm getting it.
What is it? Tell me about it. What is it?
It's right. I've got a little computer over to the side here, by the way. Where did I put
You
it?
did Backstalker? I thought you didn't Backstalker.
No, I didn't Backstalker.
Oh, okay. Did you back it for $1? Is that why it's
Nope.
on there? Oh, it's just on there.
It's there because I looked at it.
Okay.
Welcome to Warcrow Adventure.
A fantasy dungeon crawler game. That's all about converting into game found. What?
Here.
What?
Looks like this. It's got that dial system again. It's going to be super cool. Steve's into it. So, there you go.
It's got a dial system.
I don't remember. It was a while ago when I backed it, but I'm excited for
nothing.
Don't know much. Oh my god.
Arkham Horror is another one that doesn't always lead to fun times. Yes, I mean
100%.
actually, that's why I rage quit it.
Friend. Yeah, I introduced the same 2 people I introduced I wouldn't introduce that game to. I introduced them to Arkham Horror, like, oh, it's great. Sometimes you just want to play a game. Like, oh, we'll just learn how to play. I'm like, you cannot just learn how you play Arkham Horror. And it was a catastrophe. Yeah. Purple Haze? Nope.
I don't even know that one.
I don't know what that is.
Purple Rain,
I did pack some kind of camp horror or something. Surprise, surprise, huh?
Horror, death, destruction, Bairnt's thing.
Camp something. It was actually looked kind of cool.
I have to play some happy-go-lucky games just to balance out the death and destruction that he has. I mean, do you see the picture of Kingdom Death? The
Green
thumbnail?
Hill, the board game. I backed that one.
Green Hill. I think it's Green Hell.
That too.
Okay. I'm just, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you did that on purpose or not.
No, I can't read.
Okay.
Ark of Horror meant 2020 board game that takes forever.
Oh my gosh.
That is what it is.
I played that. That was an experience. We played that with 8 people, and after 3 hours we left, and we'd only done 2 rounds. That's
ridiculous.
Yeah, seriously, with 8 people. And then I got stunned or something. I got knocked over. So one of my turns, I literally just stood up.
That's
all
my favorite.
I did. Did not work. Just teach them the basic actions and get them to read the cards. Yes, for our cards.
I try.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck from what I'm.
But then they don't understand what's going on. Like somebody's like, "Oh, I wish I had a better attack." Well, you got a card in your hand that says you can use your intellect to attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Purple Haze is a narrative combat game where you control a patrol in Vietnam and has a choose your path kind of. Interesting. In Vietnam, that's. Yeah. I was thinking that what we're lacking is any sort of actual war themed game. So yeah.
Yeah. So
the game is brutal. That must be talking about Arkham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple Haze looks really cool.
All right,
okay,
let's take a look at that.
Look at that.
All right. We've talked for a while.
Has anyone played the President game? What is that called?
Oh my gosh, Mr. President.
Mr. President. Has anybody played it? Just out of curiosity. Because both of us
really want to play it.
But we can't do it 15 hours in one game.
But I so want to do it.
But actually you've done that with Kingdom Death.
I know I have, but it'd be one of those things I'd have to keep it on the table and record every day and just kind of preface every video with, this video came out before the last one, so any mistakes I made, I wouldn't be able to correct in this one because
you just played.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I was curious. So let's see if anybody says it. LCG is brutal, but you love to get punched in the face. Yes.
Yes.
My game room isn't big enough for that game, let alone my table. Yeah. For Mr. President. Yes. I understand that. Has anyone asked about Storm Thunder Wild Ascent? Did you guys back it?
I have both of those coming. I have the original Wild Ascent, and then I backed the new one, and I've got Storm Thunder coming as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Storm Thunder looks really cool. Wild Ascent, we'll see. I did that campaign, and I enjoyed what I did, but then when I looked into what I'm going to play more of it, I haven't really found the need to go back to it. So we'll see what the new stuff
interesting because you were so excited about it. One of the days we actually played it.
And it actually was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was interesting. Oh, they said
I have.
Game of the year. I'm in Minnesota if you want to play with me. Is that which game?
I think it's talking Mr. President.
Mr. President? Oh my gosh.
15 hours.
I mean, it's 15 freaking hours. Edward at Heavy Cardboard literally streamed Mr. President for an entire week. I mean,
wow.
Haven't done it yet. Just got the Robo Tech attack on the SDF, one that we are planning to play soon. Nice, Colin. Is that on SDF? What is that? Sony.
Super Death.
What is that?
I mean, Sunny Dandelion Flower.
There we go. My goal is to get Bairnt to just play just a couple more happy games. Just
Macros
a couple.
anime. It's an anime.
Okay, thank you. I still, anytime we're at Gen Con walking
That's
around.
my favorite. I just started making fun of him. He started making fun of me. We were halfway through the what do you call it?
The floor.
The main floor.
The vendor hall.
Oh my gosh.
And every time, hey, Colin, look at this one. I'm like, oh, what? Is it Death and Destruction? It's definitely yours.
And like, oh, hey, Bairnt, have you seen this one? What is it? Happy Flower Day? I want to grow a flower in my backyard. Oh, hey, look, it's How to Walk My Puppy. Fantastic game.
Well, at least it wasn't I want to murder my puppy.
No.
Speaking of which, he's going to have a puppy.
Oh, I do get a puppy. That'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm proud of you. Is Robinson Crusoe a happy game? Yeah, I would say it has a better theme than something like
This War of Mine.
Yes, This War of Mine.
Super happy fun games.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a Labradoodle.
A Labradoodle.
Mini
Labradoodle.
That's the deal.
Okay, cool. So in the future, we might have a dog jumping around. No, okay.
It goes upstairs.
Oh, it goes upstairs. Okay, I wasn't sure where the dog was going to go.
It's not going to go down here.
Okay, all right.
I'm
just amazed that you did it. I'm impressed. All right. Well, I think we've talked enough.
We've talked a lot. I really appreciate everybody coming in tonight. It was a super fun time to do all this with everybody in the chat. It was awesome to do with you.
It was so fun. This whole list.
That was an awesome plan.
Yeah, this was such a.
We thought of doing the top 10. I'm like, how can we make this better? I know. Let's get the community to give us 10 things to talk about.
Yeah, I thought that was super fun to do, and it was
different.
Yeah, it was different. Well, and it was just fun because we got to talk about games that weren't this year too.
That's I think the main thing.
You know what I mean?
It was super good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I appreciate everybody coming in today. What's this? The lady next to me at the coffee shop today.
Two Labradoodles.
That's out of control.
Did you say booga booga to them?
Oh boy. Nope, they're cute though. How about that?
Oh, I can't wait for Colin. I can't wait for more Mage Knight either. Oh, can I tell a quick thing about Mage Knight?
Sure.
So there's a guy that I've gotten a bunch of my, for example, for my campaign play that I was doing, he had made unique mage. Well, he has now made a player board that you can get on Etsy, and he sent it to me. So my next time I play, I'm going to show that this player board actually eliminates one of the whole boards. You don't even need it now when you're playing solo, and it's awesome. So I have that on a short list to do for the playthroughs because I want to show it off. And I love Mage Knight. It's so great. It's so great. But
David says, been popping in and out. Thanks for the great stream.
Thank you, David.
Thank you,
Appreciate
David,
it.
for jumping in and out.
He needs to make more Yimrig so I can buy. Mike, yeah, check him out. He said that he had to take some time off because of family stuff, but he's back on, and his site is back open. So check it out now. He might have a Yimrig. The new one I have, too, he'll have on there as well. And this player board, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Mike, you rock. It's so much fun. It was just so much fun to make this list. Fun to do this with you. Fun to be on this channel, man. I've been on here for just shy of 3 months, and yeah, I feel like I've been on here forever. Exactly, it's been great.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I appreciate everybody being here. We had a fun time doing this. We got lots of stuff coming up.
What's next week then?
Next week is Arkham. No clue. Oh, right? We're doing Arkham next week. Yes, we are.
We got 2 more scenarios left, and then we're hopefully going to Sleeping Gods. Maybe a one-off in between.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you all so much. If you're excited to see what Colin's got coming out.
What do I have coming on?
I don't know. And Bairnt's got coming out.
I've got stuff.
I don't know. What do you got?
I have Aventuria. I have Space Corp 2025 to 2030 or 2300. That's a really fun space game. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, Three Tales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to do an unboxing.
I am going to do an unboxing
of that
tomorrow.
one. And I did get the new stuff for Astronauts, so I'm really excited to see if that pumps up the game for me. So, yeah, that's what I've got. What do you have?
I got like 4 unboxings coming out, and then maybe I'll do some more Nova and Kingdom Death.
Yes.
Boom.
All right, you rock.
All right, well, thank you all for coming out. If you're excited to see more exciting stuff from us live and recorded and everything, it's been a great 2023.
It has.
Looking forward to 2024. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you throughout the chats and comments and all the fun stuff. So thank you so much for watching. If you're excited to see what comes next, I need you to meet me at the table. Take care, everyone.